up 3 down innings, and the Bravos got on the board first, capitalizing off a wild pitch by Penn. Andrew Costello scores, and the rain was coming down bad. Play is paused right after Bourne gets that run, and fans started to pack up and find shelter, but it did eventually stop, and the Braves get back to business. Trent Carraway singles, and the Red Sox struggled to find the ball in time, which helped Luke Costello cross home, and that's when Bourne begins to struggle. Bowie giving up a 4-piece inning. He threw 3 wild pitches on the day, and the Red Sox take control and take the lead by 2. But another rain delay keeps Bourne from attempting a comeback, and when they do, Isaiah Shader, pitching in relief, he came out and at least stopped the bleeding. Regardless, the Bravos couldn't come back in offense and take the 4-2 loss. Reese Bowie started the game off strong. He's currently second in the league in strikeouts, but he just stayed in a little bit too long. In between pitches, he was actually scraping the wet clusters of dirt from his cleats. That definitely could have affected him, guys. I just think this rain delay threw the Bravos out for a loop.
Yeah, it was tough because, again, Reese Bowie's going really strong at the beginning of the game, but the offense was not really producing. You'll take a game any day as a coach where your pitchers only give up 4 earned runs, and that's what the Braves did, but the offense just wasn't producing. Struck out 7 times, did not walk a single time. I'd be interested to see if we see a lineup shakeup, maybe not new personnel necessarily, but the order of guys like Blake Schaff, Trent Carraway moving up the order potentially.
I agree, and I think also it was a very interesting dynamic between Reese Bowie and Scott Landers, between the dugout and the mound. Reese Bowie was kind of getting into that funk in the 5th inning where we weren't even sure he was going to see that time in the first place. Scott Landers took a step outside the dugout. Reese Bowie shook him off. It happened about 3 or 4 times, and then it was 3 or 4 times too late, where it's a tough position because you got to trust your guy to go out there. At the end of the day, you want to appeal these players' interests, but on the other side, it would have been best for Reese Bowie to come out of that game and not see any time in the 5th inning.
And now Reese Bowie departs for Team USA, so we probably won't see him again anytime soon. But today's game against Brewster is a whole other story. We got 2 new guys on the mound.
And overall, a game yesterday from Brewster that they took down against the Orleans Firebirds. Let's check out the highlights. Bourne fans surely remember Tyler Myatt for his home run last Thursday to make that game close. How about this time? Myatt leading off, first at bat of the game. A cruise missile over the right field wall opens the scoring for Orleans in search of its first win in 3 games. To the 4th, and the tide is racing for the Whitecaps. Bases loaded, no outs for Terrence Keel, and he slaps one into left field. Jenkins in to score, Strayer right behind him, and we've got a tie ball game in the 4th. But Brewster here as they keep chugging, not done yet. Jamie Laskowski sent home on a sac fly to give Brewster the lead. And with Keel now on 3rd, Jake Lambin does the exact same. Skies one to Bub Terrell in center field, and now a 2-run lead for Brewster as we take things in the 4th. All this while pitching stays strong for the Whitecaps. Not a single run allowed since the 4th inning until here. Top of the 6th inning, Raygoza with 1 out and Terrell on 3rd, and a ground out makes it a 1-run game. But the Firebirds can't do much more damage than that. A 4-3 win for the Brewster Whitecaps as they take this win streak into today against the Bourne Braves. Rizzi with a solid day, 3 1/3, allowed those 2 runs to start, but didn't allow anything after that. And on the other side, a rough day for Cyber, 3 2/3, 4 earned runs, all of those coming in the 4th inning. Did have 4 Ks though, but Myatt, he's been incredible, continues to do it. Might be a scary guy to see when we see Orleans again, but this Brewster team has always been very solid. Toward the top of the league last year early in the season, they made the playoffs, and they can surely be a tough team to crack, as typically we see very strong teams out of the East.
Well, Devon, just like YD yesterday, the Whitecaps only put up 4 runs in 1 inning, and after that didn't score. So it's up to Bourne today to start working at not letting these teams give up multiple runs in 1 inning.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing, too, is you talked about Brewster. This is a very good pitching team, a team with one of the best ERAs in all the Cape Cod Baseball League. But the interesting thing is they also have one of the higher whips in the entire league as well. So that just means that the Braves are going to have to walk early, get hits going early as well, unlike they did last night, to be able to generate offense and turn those runners into runs.
Bourne Braves taking on the Brewster Whitecaps in just a few minutes. But before then, we got to talk to our Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird. Kasey got to sit down with Scott Landers, and I spoke with John Stutzer. See you after the break.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take the Disguise with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Back at Doran Park, ahead of Braves versus Whitecaps, Kasey Kazliner joined alongside Braves field manager Scott Landers. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time, and happy Father's Day.
I appreciate it. I want to wish everybody out there a happy Father's Day. God bless you and your families.
Coach, yesterday in the loss against YD, you guys were able to generate hits but struggled in manufacturing runs. What does the offense need to do to further capitalize?
We just have to have better quality at bats overall. It doesn't seem like we're hitting really in crucial times, so we just got to be better focused in those at bats and get quality at bats, and we'll get the runs.
On the pitching side, we saw one of the best relief performances of the season. Isaiah Shader struck out 6 across over 2 innings of work. What did you see improve from his first appearance to his second?
He had all his pitches going. He threw strikes. His first outing, I would say he was a little nervous. It was really unconventional for him, but and out of sorts. But yesterday he had command of his cutter and his slider and his fastball. He did a really good job of keeping them off balance.
Pitching staff as a whole is good for a 3 ERA so far this season. That's second in the Cape Cod Baseball League. How much confidence does it give you having a staff this deep?
It's extremely confident with these guys. Whoever we try to bring out of the pen is for the most part done a good job. So, like we just tell them, compete in the strike zone and use your stuff, and we'll play defense behind you.
The first time you guys lost a game, you bounced back going undefeated. The next 4, how much confidence does it give you knowing that you've been able to bounce back and you've had consistency in this league before?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long road, from start to finish. So we got to bounce back. There's going to be bumps in the road, and we got to get over the hump and get back on the win column today. So.
Last one for you, Brendan Bennett back on the mound for you guys. What did you see in his first start last week?
Again, he threw strikes. He had a couple too many walks, I think, but his fastball command was better than I thought in the spring, and his curveball and slider were good.
Coach, thank you so much again. Ahead of Braves versus Whitecaps.
Thank you to Kasey and Scott Landers. I'm now joined by Nate Laird, the Bourne Braves beat reporter. Nate, who do we have on the mound for the Bravos today?
That's right, making his second start in a Braves uniform this season. We've got Brendan Bennett, the lefty out of Clemson. His first start came a week ago in the loss to Harwich. He threw 3 innings, gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run. Really struggled with his command in that game, though. Walked 3 guys, hit 2 batters. It's hard to have success when you guys are constantly on base against you. So if he can get that under control today, expect a better outing from him.
Well, earlier on in the season when I spoke to Scott Landers, he told me that he puts these pitchers in starting positions when they're usually in relief during school ball to get them those reps for next season. But Nate, who do we have on the bump for Brewster?
Yep, Peyton Manka, a lefty out of Florida State. He's no stranger to the Cape League. Made 6 starts last season for Katuitt, with a 2.70 ERA. Last spring, made 11 appearances for Florida State. This year, he's got 1 start under his belt for Brewster. Went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, only one of which was earned.
Could be an interesting game, Nate. Can I get another score prediction?
That's right. I think we're going to see a 5-2 win for the Bravos today. I think a couple long balls. I know it's a long park, but I think they're going to hit them out.
All right, well, Brewster's starting pitcher will be playing against John Stutzer, another Seminole for the Bravos, so let's go see what he has to say. I'm joined by John Stutzer, an outfielder from Florida.
Braves are back home after a tough loss yesterday in Yarmouth against the Red Sox. Braves looking to get their second win at home today. Kasey Kazliner joined alongside Devon, Jarvis. And Devon, the last time the Braves lost a game, they ended up going undefeated their next 4. Trying to get back in the win column today, though, against the Brewster Whitecaps.
And the 2 losses that they do have against the Harwich Mariners as well as the YD Red Sox, 2 of the best teams in the Cape League, the 2-point leaders in the East Division right now. And this is a great opportunity to get back on track, as we kind of discussed in our pregame show, understanding what they need to do in certain places. They're striking out too much. They're giving up too many free passes. In yesterday's game, it was a win that was very avoidable. I think if you pull Reese Bowie, you can have that conversation, but at the end of the day, the bats do need to come alive in the same inning more often than spread out. You're out hitting too many opponents, and that's great, but you're not winning in most of those games.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Braves out-hit the Red Sox yesterday 8-4, but lost the game 4-2 for their second loss of the season. Bourne Park is the host site for this one, home of the Braves. The wind is softly blowing out towards center field, Devon, much different than what we've seen the past few games. Wind certainly a factor in YD. The rain came down in a couple of different waves, but now an opportunity for the Braves to get back in the win column. Let's meet the starters for tonight's matchup. First, for the visiting Brewster Whitecaps. Leading off and playing left field, Terrence Keel II, the DH spot. Second hole hitter, Cash Strayer. In the 3 spot is the catcher, Jacob Lee. Jamie Laskowski hits 4th and plays 3rd. Brady DeLamelier hits 5th and plays in right field. Dane Harvey, the first baseman, hits 6th. Jake Lambden at shortstop hits 7th. Alexander Peck at second base hitting 8th, and Jay Abernathy in center field hitting 9th. Before we continue any further, we'll send it down to our very own Kaydence Kilhof, who's sideline.
Thanks, guys. To celebrate Father's Day today, I went around and asked the Bravos what their dads really meant to me. And Andrew and Luke Costello told me that a few days ago, their dad made the 9-hour drive from Pennsylvania to come watch them play 2 games, and then made the 9-hour trek back home afterwards. As for Riker Wade, his dad's been helping him practice ever since he was a little kid. He was his coach up till his early teenage years, and even when he wasn't coaching him on the field, he was coaching him in the weight room. Lee Ellis, on the other hand, his dad played Division I basketball. He wanted Lee to play basketball his whole life, but as soon as he realized that his passion was baseball, he dropped everything to learn the sport and help him grow in what he loved. When I asked all the other players one word to describe their dad, I got a funny, I got a diligent, I may have even gotten an old, but regardless, we love our dads around here, and on behalf of the Bourne Braves, we say Happy Father's Day. Yeah.
Definitely happy Father's Day to everybody, including Braves field manager Scott Landers. Had a chance to talk to him before the game began. Special holiday on Cape Cod. Wouldn't want to celebrate it anywhere else.
Seems like every single holiday is best to be had on Cape Cod for whatever reason it may be. It's always fun to spend Memorial Day, 4th of July, of course, but everything involved here on Cape Cod.
All great stuff, Devon, as the Little Leaguers take the field here at Bourne Park. Looks like we'll have the national anthem coming your way, so we'll step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network before lineups and everything else coming your way.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Welcome back to Dorn Park. Braves and Whitecaps just moments away from some baseball here on Cape Cod. Braves enter with a record of 3-2-2. Whitecaps at 4-3. So two teams toward the top of their respective divisions. Let's go through lineups once more. First for the visiting Brewster Whitecaps. Terrence Gill leads off, plays left field. Castrayer in the 2 spot, he's the DH. Jacob Lee, the catcher, in the 3 spot. Cleanup is Jamie Laskowski. At third base, Brady Delamalier in right field in the 5 spot. 6th hole is Dane Harvey, the first baseman. Jake Lambden at short, hitting 7th. Alexander Peck, 8th hole at second base. And rounding things out is Jay Abernathy in center field.
Overall, the defensive alignment for the Bourne Braves go Cal Sefcik in left field, Matt Bolton in center, and Derek Pitts in right field. The infield from left to right, Trent Caraway, Lee Ellis, Rustin Rigdon, and Luke Costello, with Bryce Eastep making his first start as a member of the Bourne Braves after arriving here Thursday at the catcher in the squad.
The pitcher for the Bravos is Brendan Bennett, who makes his second start of the season. The first one for him, Devon, was short. He only went 3 innings and gave up just 1 run, but it was a game that the Bravos lost at home against Harwich.
It was, and that's a very good Harwich team. You can only do so much in 3 innings, and he tried to help out as much as he could. I think this is a better opportunity for him to go a little bit deeper into the game, a higher pitch count possibly, and definitely see him just go out there and do what he did in college, which was just over a 2 ERA this most recent season as a member. And he can go out there and pitch very strong. I think it'll be a very good opportunity for him to be a good arm for the Braves in his second start.
Past 2 games for the Braves, we've seen starters go over 4 innings for the first 2 times all season. Brendan Bennett on the mound. He will face off against 5 righties and 4 lefties for Brewster, managed by Jamie Shevchuk. A little bit of a different look today for the Bravos, Devon. You don't see Andrew Costello behind the dish. Eastep gets an opportunity at catchers. He throws in the final warm-up pitch, and we begin action here at Dorn Park. Braves and Whitecaps. Braves in their signature red tops with white pants and blue caps. Whitecaps wearing navy blue uniforms, pinstripe pants, teal and white helmets. Terrence Gill leads off. He moves up 4 spots in the lineup for the 5 hole to the leadoff position. He struggled so far this season, 2 for 12, with just 1 extra base hit. He digs out of the right side against the lefty. Bennett looks in, now winds and delivers. Gill takes a fastball to knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Speaking of Father's Day, Terrence Gill's late father, Terrence Gill Sr., played football at Texas A&M and for the San Diego Chargers. The 0-1. Gill half swing and an outside slider. He did go around. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
And what a better thing to do on Father's Day than come to a Bourne Braves baseball game. A lot of fans in attendance here. Great to see.
Get a discount at the pro shop if you're a father today. Plenty of reasons to come out to the ballpark. Bennett nods to the sign. He looks in, turns, and fires the 0-2 as Keel takes high on the fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The wind has died down here at Dorn Park. Was blowing out towards center when we got here a few hours ago. Just a little breeze now. Bennett on the first base side of the rubber, the 1-2. Keel takes inside and hit him. A ball that hit the dirt first and skidded up and tapped his knee, and it's a leadoff hit by pitch.
And the free passes have been something that the Bourne Braves haven't been able to escape. Still trying to work on the small mistakes. Every game that you see the Bourne Braves lose, it's fixable things. It's just about how they can come back the next game and do it. Like you mentioned, though, last time we saw them lost, it was 4-game unbeaten streak. Can certainly have that again here.
Here's Cash Strayer, who digs out of the left side. He moves up one spot in the order from 3-2. Bennett out of the stretch. He fires home. Strayer takes a curveball at the knees, 0-1, as it's called a strike by our home plate umpire. Bennett looks in. Walk 3 his first start, didn't hit anybody. The 0-1 runner goes, swing and a miss, as Keel will actually retreat back to first. It was halfway motioning on a secondary lead, but did not go. And it's quickly an 0-2 count on Strayer. Strayer out of Florida. Be a sophomore this upcoming season. A throwback to first by Bennett. Nothing doing. Strayer has 5 hits his last 5 games this season. Fractured his hand with the Gators back on March 28th against Arkansas, but came back early in May. Now he's playing on the Cape full time. The 0-2, Strayer takes high and away on the fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our 3-man crew, Jake Brichta at home plate calling balls and strikes, Robert McHugh at first, and Brendan Murphy at third base. Murphy currently at second, though, watching the runner. 1-2 on Strayer, but a throwback to first and nothing doing. A few games going on right now in the Cape Cod Baseball League. We'll keep you updated as the night progresses. YD and Harwich tied 1-1 in the second. Chatham visiting Hyannis tonight as Bennett looks home and throws back to first, and they catch Keel in a rundown. He runs back toward first. He's going to be tagged by the shortstop, Lee Ellis, and that's the first out of the top of the first.
You get a little nervous there for a moment. Last time the Braves had a man on the rundown here at home, it did not end good. Runner advanced to third base. A much better job here to keep things safe and get the out. I'm sure Coach Flanders maybe had them practice that a time or two since the incident.
So 1-2 count, the base is empty with 1 gone for Cash Strayer. Lefty on lefty matchup. Bennett fires home. Strayer half swing, and he went around and a low and outside slider. First strikeout for Brendan Bennett and the second out of the top of the first.
Way to work in there. Brendan Bennett, like we said, a fantastic pitcher. This most recent year at Clemson put up just over a 2 ERA in all relief appearances. We've seen Scott Landers turn these pitchers from relief into starters, and it's paid off. And Bennett hoping to be another one of those players.
Here's Jacob Lee. The righty digs in. The first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 with 2 gone at the top of the first, and the base is empty. Jacob Lee has been phenomenal so far on Cape Cod. 3 homers, that leads the entire league. He's 4th in RBI. Bennett winds and deals the 0-1. Lee takes inside on the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a Brewster team, Devon, that has navigated ups and downs so far this season, but playing in a very competitive East.
It's always that way, it seems.
Here's the 1-1 for Bennett. Lee takes a high arcing curveball at the knees for a strike, 1-2.
Last year, the Bourne Braves were the #1 team in the West, and they would have been the 4th seed in the East if they had just been on the other side of the Cape. So it always seems like there are very good teams, but so often the Braves come out on top in the championship.
The 1-2. Lee takes a changeup inside, 2-2, and you talk about parity as well. A team like Chatham that really struggled to open the year, beat the Whitecaps 2 nights ago, and are on a 3-game win streak.
I think you credit the coaching a little bit by Dennis Cook there to kind of get his gentleman into sorts after a little bit of a rough game 1 that they showed here.
5-1 loss to the Bravos. The 2-2 as Lee fouls it back to the screen. Count stays the same.
And there were certainly questionable coaching decisions in that one, but the most important thing is to be a leader of men on the Cape than it is individual decisions. I mean, both Jamie Shevchuk and Scott Landers fit that bill very well. You know, they're not the oldest coaches on the Cape.
Here's the 2-2. Lee swings and misses through a low fastball on the side, is retired. So a hit by pitch leads off the inning. But once again, Brendan Bennett with a good response. He faces the minimum. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 between the Whitecaps and the Braves here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Welcome back to Dorn Park. 0-0 as we begin the bottom of the first inning. Let's meet the Braves. Leading off, John Stutzer in the leadoff spot once again after playing their last game. Rustin Rigdon back in the lineup. He's in the 2-hole. Matt Bolton hitting third, also back in the lineup. Luke Costello moves from 3 to 4. Derek Pitts from 4 to 5. Trent Caraway hitting 6. Cal Sepsic in the 7 spot. Bryce Eastep catches and hits in the 8 spot. And Lee Ellis in the 9-hole.
Defensively for the Brewster Whitecaps, it's Keel, Abernethy, and Delamalier from left to right in the outfield. Lascassi, Lamblin, as well as Peak and Harvey in the infield with Lee behind the dish.
So John Stutzer leads off. Has struggled recently, but still getting reps at the top to further prove himself. He'll face Peyton Menka. First offering from the lefty to the righty hitter as he takes high on the fastball, 1-0.
We were talking about before these managers. I mean, Steve Englert, of course, wins the championship 2 years ago, but so often you see the relatableness of these managers play a big factor in success.
The 1-0. Stutzer swings and misses through a fastball, 1-1.
I mean, not only knowledge and skill and understanding the landscape of Cape Cod, but, you know, being somebody that you can talk to with these players is huge.
The 1-1 from Menka. Stutzer swings and misses once again at a low and outside fastball. He struck out 9 times so far through 6 appearances. He's looking to get on base. Went 0 for 4 yesterday, also in the leadoff spot. Does have speed if he can get on. The 1-2, Stutzer takes inside. Another heater from Menka, who does his college ball at Florida State. So Seminole on Seminole right now. Former Kettleer Menka. The 2-2 pitch. Stutzer, a half swing and an outside pitch. He did not go, and the count goes full. Last year for Katuitt, Menka pitched to a 2.7 ERA in 30 innings. Fantastic stuff from the 6'6" lefty. Puts the glove up, now winds and deals the payoff. Stutzer takes inside, and it's a leadoff walk for the Bravos after not walking a single time yesterday.
Great to see Stutzer get on, too. I think it's a little bit interesting to see him once again in this leadoff position, Kasey, considering the struggles that he's faced this season. But he has had a solid on-base percentage for his struggles to this point. Overall, a OPS of 423 despite the average of 143.
Here's Rustin Rigdon, switch hitter hitting righty. Throwback to first. Stutzer barely safe. A head first slide, and he was well off the bag.
I think it shows the trust that Scott Landers has in a guy like John Stutzer. I mean, we know what he did at college. We understand he's a fantastic player, but, you know, with struggles, sometimes you get moved down in the lineup. Not the case for Landers. He's still keeping that trust.
First offering to Rigdon, and he checks his swing. Did go around 0-1. Rigdon back in the lineup. Did not play last game, at least in the starting lineup. He was a pinch runner, so this is his first start since the Falmouth game 2 ago. 0-1 pitch. Rigdon swings and misses late on the outside fastball, and he's quickly down 0-2. Man at first, nobody out for the Bravos in the bottom of the first inning. Had 8 hits yesterday, but still only put up 2 runs. Another throwback to first. Stutzer is safe. It was small ball yesterday for the YD Red Sox, who put up 4 runs on just 4 hits all game. The 0-2 pitch. Rigdon lifts it high up in the air, the other way, foul. New territory for Rigdon, who's often hit toward the bottom of the order. His last start, he was hitting out of the 9 spot, but Scott Landers wants a switch hitter toward the top for some versatility. Another toss back to first, and Stutzer gets his jersey dirty. He's safe. Solid crowd, but quiet thus far at Doran Park. The 0-2 pitch. Rigdon swings and misses. An outside slider got him to go, and that's the first K for Peyton Menka.
It'll be interesting to see how this lineup shakes out because the changes were made. It's not exactly what we saw last game, but more importantly, you're losing a lot of guys in the lineup who you maybe expected to still be here. Andrew Costello with a day off. You know, Mark Watrani departs, so if you saw this lineup today, compared it to the roster on day one, you might have been a little surprised.
Here's the lefty hitter Bolton. First pitch to him as he fouls it back. Yeah, and you talk about departures. Reese Bowie also departing Cape Cod. We're notified that Jack Brown also be leaving Cape Cod. So guys leaving, but we've seen a couple of reinforcements as Bryce Eastep, who's in the lineup today, gets a start. Another toss back to first. Stutzer once again safe. An 0-1 count on Bolton at the dish, who only has 1 hit his last 4 games after a 3-hit debut a week ago today.
Yeah, we've had just a couple transactions. Jack Brown released, but he's still here.
The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, Bolton takes outside. The throw to second is late, and it's a stolen base for John Stutzer. And a 1-1 count at the dish to Bolton.
And that's why you have Stutzer in the top of the lineup, Kasey, because he can move. He is a very, very fast player. Double-digit stolen bags this past season at Florida State.
So 13 to be exact. Was caught 5 times. 1-1 count on Bolton. The pitch, as he chops it foul. Left side over toward the Bravos dugout, 1-2.
And a redemption game for Bolton here, too, when hitless in his last time out at home. And he's also a guy who we've seen go big. His OPS still high up there at 820, despite the rough game recently.
Still been able to walk. That's been the biggest thing for him. Take advantage of at-bats. The 1-2. Bolton takes a curveball low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bolton not in the order yesterday. There's 3 insertions into the lineup today that were not playing in the starting 9 yesterday. Rigdon, Bolton, and Eastep. The 2-2. Bolton swings and misses. The cutter runs inside, got him to go, and that's the 2nd strikeout in a row for Peyton Menka.
Really good work there by Peyton Menka, who last year in Katuitt was more of a relief pitcher. And Menka actually in his 3rd season of summer ball as well. Him and Garrett Michelle can share that with each other. Michelle not in the lineup, maybe for the first time all season today.
So that'll bring up Luke Costello with a man at second and 2 gone. Righty hitter digs in against the lefty. First offering to Costello as he pops it high up in the air. Straightaway left field. Keel charges in, waits on it, puts the glove up, and makes a 2-handed catch to retire the side. A leadoff walk and a stolen base for John Stutzer, but nothing else. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. Bravos and Whitecaps scoreless at Doran Park.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Heart of the order due up for the Whitecaps in a 0-0 game as we begin the top of the second inning. It'll be 4-5-6. Laskowski, Delamalier, and Harvey due up against Brendan Bennett, who struck out 2 in the first. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's Laskowski against Bennett. The first pitch, a fastball low, 1-0. Laskowski committed to UNC just a couple of weeks ago. The Tar Heels, one of the only 2 teams remaining in the College World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Bennett, a curveball that runs inside. A wise take from Laskowski, and it's a hitter's count at 2-0.
The current and former Bravo still on that UNC Tar Heel team. Folger Boaz, a starter, Cape League Championship game starter in the clincher, as well as Cam Seagraves, who comes back this summer too.
The 2-0 pitch. Laskowski takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-1. And that UNC team this year, just so well-rounded. One of the few teams that entered the NCAA tournament that many people saw as one of the most complete teams. The 2-1 pitch. Laskowski chops it on the ground over to first, into the glove of Costello, who takes it himself over to first, and that's the first out of the top of the second.
Right fielder from Florida State, number 23, Brody Delamalier.
So that'll bring up Brady Delamalier. Did not play yesterday for Brewster. He hits out of the right side. Delamalier, a second-year Whitecap, hit 310 games last year. The first pitch to the righty hitter, curveball low, 1-0.
A lot of returners to this Whitecap team from last year. Jay Abernathy, Brody Delamalier, and even players who are yet to come back.
The 1-0 pitch to Delamalier as he fouls it right side out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 gone in the top of the second. No score.
Brendan Lawson potentially set to come back. He was one of the best players in the entire college baseball season last year. Would be a huge add for this team.
Bennett looks in. He fires the 1-1 as Delamalier takes low, 2-1. Delamalier, only 10 games last season, but really impressed in his debut year with the Whitecaps. Brought him back. The 2-1 as he takes a curveball at the knees for a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of Seminoles in today's game. Delamalier, one of them. Already saw John Stutzer and the starter Peyton Manka for the Whitecaps. Plenty of ACC players on Cape Cod, as you'd expect. One of the top conferences in all of college baseball. The 2-2. Delamalier chops it, rather skies it to left field, down for a base hit in front of Sefcik. He'll get it in quickly, and it's the first hit of the game belonging to Brady Delamalier.
Good swing right there. Powerful into left field, and for Delamalier in the middle of this lineup to try and get something going is big. We've seen these Bourne pitchers thrive on momentum. And when that momentum breaks, that's when things start to get out of hand. And this is a chance for the Brewster Whitecaps to do just that.
That brings up the lefty hitting first baseman Dane Harvey. Lefty on lefty matchup. The man at first and only one gone. Harvey coming off his debut season at Ohio State. First offering. He takes outside on the fastball 1-0. Harvey already with a grand slam this season. Tied for 4th in all of the league in RBI, but only a .250 on base percentage. Looking to do damage middle of the order. The 1-0 as he hits it high up in the air. Foul territory left side. It will go out of play and a souvenir.
Sounds a lot like Carson Tinney, a catcher out of Texas that, of course, we saw with the Brewster Whitecaps last summer represent them in the home run derby. And with Brewster, he had at one point a batting average under 100 and finished the season with 4 home runs. And relative to the Cape Cod Baseball League, that's pretty good.
Absolutely. The 1-1 as he takes high. Pitch gets all the way to the backstop off the glove of Estep. And that's going to be potentially a pass ball as Laird advances to second.
Pass balls have been trouble for the Bourne Braves this summer. Already 2. And on the other side, Brewster with 0, something they're going to have to keep on trying to find more consistency with.
It is a wild pitch. I said it was a little bit too high for Estep. 2-1 count at the dish with a man at second. Bennett comes home. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Count even at 2-2. Harvey was named to the All-Big Ten second team, which is impressive. The Big Ten, not necessarily one of the best conferences, but had a lot of draft talent this past season. The 2-2 pitch. Harvey swings and misses. Third strikeout for Brendan Bennett as he goes back to the curve and gets a bite.
And he's mixing in these pitches really well again. And like he kind of mentioned, a lot of really strong talent that you face off in the Big Ten, but also this specific lineup of the Brewster Whitecaps.
We'll bring up Lambden with a man at second and 2 gone in the top of the second. No score between Brewster and Bourne. Lambden hits out of the right side, playing shortstop today. His natural position second, a spin and a throwback to second. Laird wisely back in time. Lambden, a SoCal native, goes to Duke. Just finished his junior season there. Look back at second, now home. The pitch, curveball drapes in for a strike at the knees, 0-1 on Jake Lambden. Duke missed the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2022 this past year. Lambden trying to get some extra reps here. The 0-1 as he swings and misses through a low fastball, and he's quickly behind 0-2, and a chance for Brendan Bennett to pick up his 4th strikeout. Looks a lot better than his first start.
Most certainly, and I think that's often what you're seeing. It's the reason Scott Landers put in Jaden Alba as well as Madden Clement in relief in game 1 to allow them to start later. You just need a warm-up game sometimes.
Look back at second and the spin and the throw as Laird took a large lead over toward third.
I mean, you have to think about it for these guys, too. They're probably a month away from playing ball, depending on the team that they were with, and then you're just kind of getting used to everything. Everyone's wanting to use that bullpen at the same time.
The 0-2 pitch as he takes high. Lambden keeps the at-bat going. It's 1-2. Started his collegiate career at Xavier. Was a two-way player there, but went back to hitting full-time at Duke. 1-2 count on him. Bennett comes home. The pitch, a high fastball outside as well. Count goes to 2-2. Bennett looks into the side, comes set at his belt on the first base side of the rubber. The 2-2 pitch. Lambden hits a chopper foul left side. Brewster coming off a win against Orleans after a loss before that to Chatham. Whitecaps started the season 1-2 with a couple of disappointing losses, but have rebounded with wins against teams they feel like they should be beating, Wareham, Hyannis, and Orleans. The 2-2 as Lambden hits it very high and foul, right side.
I think you often, too, can get mixed up with, who are the good teams, who are the bad teams so early on. I mean, we are not even 10 games in, and I guarantee you the standings could look backwards from what they do right now by the end of the year. Of course, you've seen good stuff from YD and Harwich, but these are still solid teams all around.
Bennett comes set, the 2-2, as Lambden takes high and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes, as Bennett now up to 35 pitches.
Bennett working with the top of the strike zone a lot, even with that curveball, trying to get balls in the air or just get a chase.
The payoff offering. Lambden pops it high up in the air, shallow center field. Bolton needs to chase in. He waves off everyone else and makes the catch cap high to retire the side. Delamalier gets the first hit of the game, a single to the left side, but we will go to the bottom of the second scoreless at Doran Park. You're listening to Bourne Braves Baseball, the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Still searching for our first runs at Doran Park as we begin the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Derek Pitts, Trent Caraway, and Cal Sefcik due up for Bourne against the lefty Peyton Menka, who struck out 2 in the first. Wind starting to pick up a little bit, blown out towards center here on this beautiful Father's Day evening in Bourne. Pitts digs out of the right side against the lefty, moves down 1 spot in the order from 4 to 5. The wind-up, the pitch from Menka as Pitts swings and misses through a fastball 0-1. Derek Pitts had his first multi-hit game last night, went 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. The 0-1 pitch as Pitts swings and misses through a changeup, quickly 0-2. Pitts making his 3rd start today, as hits in both of his starts coming into tonight. Showed some defense in his debut against Orleans. Here's the 0-2 pitch as Pitts takes just outside on the fastball, a close pitch, but it's 1-2.
Pitt's really an exciting guy for this team. Of course, leaving soon for Team USA, but you want to see the power. Has put good contact onto the ball, especially last game, not his first one on Thursday.
The 1-2 for Menka. Pitts takes low on the off-speed, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And we know all of his physical tools when it comes to defense, his arm strength, his speed, both defensively and in the base paths. But where is that going to come when it makes contact with the ball? That's where we want to see it.
Menka winds and deals the 2-2. As Pitts takes high and tight on the fastball, nearly hit him, and the count goes full. Pitts coming off a breakout season at Cincinnati. He'll leave soon for Team USA. Had 76 in 58 games and an 8.82 OPS with the Bearcats this past year. His sophomore season in Cincy. Maceiko agrees to the sign, now winds and deals the 3-2. As Pitts pops it high up in the air. Right center field, Abernathy will chase to his left, but it'll be the right fielder, Delamalier, in right center to make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the second.
It's a little windy up high. We were talking earlier how it's not as windy, or I guess now it's shifting to be that. Wasn't supposed to be before the game, but seems like very consistent being by the water everywhere here on the Cape. Could affect the reception of pop-ups into the outfield.
Here's Trent Caraway hitting for the first time. It's been 4 in a row retired for Maceiko, who deals. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Game started with a leadoff walk for Stutzer, but it's been strikeout, strikeout, fly out for Maceiko. There's one gone in the bottom of the second in a scoreless game. The 0-1 pitch. Caraway takes a curveball inside, 1-1. Caraway on a 3-game hit streak, a 6-game on-base streak. Went 1 for 4 yesterday with a single and an RBI. Bourne struggled to produce offense, only putting up 2 runs in YD. The 1-1, Caraway takes an inside corner breaking ball for a strike, 1-2. Caraway, one of 7 righties in the order today for Bourne. After we didn't see a switch hitter yesterday, so a little bit of a different look for Landers today. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Low and outside fastball. The catcher lead applies the tag, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Maceiko.
A lot of strikeouts for both sides right now. Up to 3 for Bennett, and now the 3rd right there. You know, you wonder for these players just trying to find that rhythm, especially for Bourne, trying to find that more consistent approach to at-bats early in games, which they haven't been able to. Even yesterday, very slow. They have a good 4th inning, then nothing for the rest of the game. It very much is a slow burn from what we've seen of this Braves team.
Here's the righty hitter, Cal Sefcik. The base is empty and 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Maceiko kicks and deals. Sefcik takes a low curveball, 1-0. Sefcik had his first hit since Tuesday last night. Went 1 for 4. Sitting 133, trying to produce at the bottom of the order for the Bravos. The 1-0 pitch. Sefcik clocks it up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. Just to the right of the second baseman, Peck, who watches it go. And that's the first hit of the game for the Braves. A 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the second.
Cal Sefcik, a veteran on this team, likely leaving before July, potentially for the draft. You know, great to see him just do what he does best, put opposite field line drives into play. He really can just hit the ball hard. He doesn't really get under it. Won't find yourself getting too many doubles out of Sefcik, but he is a consistent single guy, and he does it right there.
Here's Bryce Estep, the righty waits. The first pitch, a fastball in there for a strike. Estep making his first start as a Bravo. Came in as a defensive replacement against Orleans and got an at-bat. Struck out in the win. The 0-1 to the catcher as a fastball runs outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
In the few reps we've been able to see Bryce Estep in, I think the most impressive thing about him, other than that fantastic mustache, is probably his defense. Has been really solid behind the plate. Had one get past him earlier, but was ruled a wild pitch.
The 1-1, runner goes. Estep takes inside, and it hits his bat and off the catcher Lee, who's holding his neck.
And it looks like it did catch the butt of the bat of Estep, deflected into Lee's neck.
Manager Jamie Shevchuk coming out to check on him. In any case, it'll be a 1-2 count on Estep, but you have to hope Lee is okay. One of the best hitters in the Cape Cod League Baseball. In the Cape Cod Baseball League, excuse me, to start. As he gets up and seems to be okay. Great crowd today.
Yeah, great crowd. I think last Sunday it was dying down a little bit, but hey, it's a very nice Father's Day. Why not spend a little bit of your evening here at Dorn Park? Very loyal fans and a great crowd today, treating not only the Bourne fans to a good day, but probably the Brewster fans too.
Maceiko looking for strikeout number 4. He's ahead on Estep 1-2 with a man at first and 2 gone. The 1-2 pitch. Estep takes high on the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just to note, again, we see Kalsefsik in motion. He's trying to steal a lot of bases this summer. Great to see that from him. Not something he did, only 4 total, stolen once in college this past year. He leads the Bourne Braves with stolen bags right now.
The 2-2 runs inside on the breaking ball, 3-2.
And currently sits tied 5th in the Cape Cod Baseball League in total for stolen bags. You don't really expect it out of him. The other names up there for the Bourne Braves, like Rustin Rigdon, John Stutzer, possibly. But he's been great so far.
Credited with 4 so far. Throw back to first. Sefcik back in with a head-first slide. And I think you see it right there. I think teams now, in their scouting reports, look at a guy at the bottom of the order who is able to provide a little bit more, especially with his hitting struggles to start the year. The payoff pitch, runner goes, Estep pops it very high in the air. Left side of the infield, the third baseman Laskowski puts his heels on the grass, makes a cap-high catch, and retires the side. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless at Dorn Park. And a reminder, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay, Bourne's premier senior living community, conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at Keystone Place at buzzardsbay.com. And Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com, and go Braves. We'll be right back.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Still looking for runs at Dorn Park. 0-0 between the visiting Whitecaps and the home Braves. 8-9-1 due up for Brewster as we begin the top of the third inning. It'll be Peck, Abernathy, and Keel the second facing off against Brendan Bennett, who Devon has looked really solid through his first 2 innings of work.
He has, and you really like to see the strikeouts. That's the most important thing for a guy on the Cape. He can certainly find rhythm with a strikeout. Overall, like we said, allowed that 1 run, didn't have the greatest whip, but he's looked a lot better today. Only 1 hard contact by DeLama Lear, and that's been it.
He's only given up 1 hit and 2 base runners. He struck out 3.
He's staying in competitive counts the entire time as well, Kasey. That's big, too. He's working with a different catcher than he did in Game 1 for him. It was Mark Quattrani last time, now has departed from the Bourne Braves, and Bryce Estep gets his first chance here.
So that'll bring up Alexander Peck to lead off the top of the third. Righty hitting second baseman, moving up 1 spot in the order from 9 to 8 from yesterday's win. First offering from the lefty Bennett. Fastball popped up high in the air, right side of the infield. First baseman Costello ranges to his right, makes a cap-high catch towards second, and that's the first out of the top of the third.
Yeah, I guess that's the one gripe, too, with Bennett, is you want him to be a little bit more efficient as we get going here. You know, through just 2 innings, over 35 pitches. Not exactly on pace for where you'd like him, especially having only pitched 3 innings his last outing a week ago today, Sunday.
That'll bring up Jay Abernathy back in the lineup after sitting yesterday. Hits out of the left side. First offering from Bennett as Abernathy shows bunt and gets it down toward the right side, and it's waved off foul as it looks to be actually interference.
Now, home plate umpire Drake Brichta is saying that Abernathy hit the ball in motion towards first base. I don't know what the commotion is either way because he was thrown out at first base. It's either out by way of interference or out by way of 2-3 putout. Not much difference. And there's still a long conversation between Brichta and Shevchuk here.
I guess the argument could be he maybe thought it was foul and stopped running, but nonetheless, there's 2 gone in the top of the third, And the lineup will flip over to Terrence Kuehl, who was hit by a pitch and was caught stealing in the first. 2 gone for Brendan Bennett, who's trying to get through 3 clean innings, still under 40 pitches. Lefty pitcher against the righty Kuehl. Bennett winds and deals the first offering as Kuehl takes low and inside fastball 1-0. So on the scorecard, it is ruled as a bunt ground out. So it looks like the umpires were okay with the outcome. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Kuehl pops it high up in the air the other way. Foul territory. A long chase for the first baseman. Costello ranges back and makes a backhanded catch in foul ground. A clean 1-2-3 inning for the Bourne Braves. And stick with us here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network as we'll send it to our very own Kaydence Kilhof in just a moment.
It's a very crucial inning for Bennett right there. Keeps it just 5 pitches total to retire the entirety of the Brewster Whitecaps. Exactly what you need to try and stay in this game just a touch longer.
Kaydence will be talking with Braves field manager Scott Landers in just a moment as the Braves look to get back in the win column after losing yesterday against YD. Kaydence, take it away.
Thanks so much, guys. I'm alongside field manager Scott Landers. Coach, Brendan Bennett makes his second start of the season today. How do you compare his play from today's game to last Sunday's?
He's controlling all of his pitches, getting early outs, and when he's getting ahead, he's putting them away.
Happy Father's Day, by the way. You're a dad yourself. You're also a leader to all the young men that come here on Cape Cod. What's your favorite part about being a mentor?
Just having a relationship with these guys and trying to use baseball as a platform for life and life skills. So,
thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back before the bottom of the third inning. Thank you so much, Kaydence, and we will talk to you guys in a moment.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic.
Goose eggs on the scoreboard so far as we begin the bottom of the third inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bravos in a 0-0 game between the visiting Whitecaps and the home Braves. Lee Ellis takes out of the right side against Peyton Menka, who's gotten through 2 clean innings, only given up 2 base runners, and he struck out 3. Ellis in the lineup for the second consecutive game. First pitch, a high fastball called the ball 1-0.
Good to see a little bit more repetitions for Lee Ellis here. You know, has a lot of talent, produced at Ohio State. We talked about how, you know, you're not producing the best baseball teams out of the Big Ten.
The 1-0, Ellis swings and misses 1-1.
But I think you can strongly say that teams in the Big Ten are less than the sum of their parts. Really good players for not as good of teams.
Yeah, and Ohio State went from only 13 wins in 2025 to over 30 in 2026. Still not enough to make the NCAA tournament. The 1-1, Ellis fouls it straight back, 1-2. But you look at the conference, and you have teams like UCLA, number 1, for almost the entirety of the season.
And just so you know what's going on there, there's always a big fight, not fight, but competition between the ball boys on either side, and Bourne got the win right there.
The 1-2 to Ellis as he takes strike 3 looking. Inside corner slider for the first out of the bottom of the third. Bourne might have won the ball boy battle, but Ellis loses the battle to Menka, and that's the 4th strikeout for the big lefty.
I think this is a really big at-bat upcoming for John Stutzer. He's gotten enough time to prove himself and who he is in this Cape Cod Baseball League. This is a great game for him to keep it going. He works a really good at-bat after being down 0-2, gets himself a walk.
First offering to Stutzer. The righty takes high and tight on the fastball 1-0.
How does he string out consistent at-bats? That's the question.
So first time through the order for Menka. He strikes out 4, only 2 base runners. The 1-0, Stutzer swings and misses through a fastball at the knees, 1-1. Mostly forcing the Braves to get under baseballs. He's retired 2 via the flyout and 1 via the pop out. The 1-1, Stutzer, another swing and a miss at the same pitch. Count goes to 1-2 with one gone in the bottom of the third. Base is empty. No score between the Whitecaps and the Braves. Two teams respectively toward the top of their divisions. The 1-2 to Stutzer. Florida State man takes low on the fastball, and it's strike three called late. Another strike three looking here in the bottom of the third, and Stutzer can't believe it.
It's always your least favorite, right? If you're going to make a strike call, why not let it be right then and there? At the same time, if you are an umpire, and in Jake Brichta's case, sometimes it takes time to process the call, understand, and on review, it definitely was a strike. We can see it in the zone there in the outside low corner.
First pitch to Rigdon as he fouls one off back on a bunt. No balls and one strike. Rigdon 0 for 1. He was the first strikeout victim of the game. After sitting yesterday, switch hitter hitting righty. Maceiko looks in, puts the glove up. Now he kicks and deals. Rigdon takes high on the fastball, 1-1.
5 Ks through 2 2/3 for the Bourne Braves right here. Got to clean up the strikeout.
Yeah, struck out 7 times yesterday.
They've had 2 double-digit games this season. They've had games where they've struck out only twice. So it's not very consistent, but this game is looking more toward the double-digit side.
The 1-1. Rigdon takes inside on the slider, 2-1. And only one walk so far for the Bravos. That was Stutzer's back in the first. Talked about yesterday, the walk struggles.
I mean, you can't have 0. That's what they had yesterday.
Couldn't generate base runners toward the end of the game. The 2-1. Rigdon takes a curveball low. 3 balls and 1 strike. When we talked to head coach, rather field manager Scott Landers pregame, and he emphasized the importance of extending at-bats and creating quality at-bats as well. The 3-1. Rigdon swings and misses through a fastball, and the count goes full. But Landers did praise the pitching staff of the Bravos, which entered today with an ERA just over 3, good for second in all the Cape League. The payoff pitch, Rigdon swings and misses. Strikeout number 6 for Maceiko, and he Ks the side in the bottom of the third. Great pitching so far from Brewster. Peyton Maceiko silencing the Braves. We'll hand off play-by-play duties to Devon Jarvis as we take you to the top of the fourth. No score between Brewster and Bourne.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Oh, nice bunt there. Well done.
Thank you,
I've been
sir.
seeing some solid pitching baseball. Oh, well, now we're trying to see a little bit more offense like you showed off right there with the mini bat. You're collecting mini bats everywhere we go, Kasey?
Yeah, my wallet will not appreciate that.
I was going to say.
They kind of jack up the prices here on Cape Cod.
Inflation, you know.
That'll do it to you.
Right? 0-1 here to the new batter in Cash Strayer. Well, the pitcher's duel has been there so far. Strayer steps in as the designated hitter. Here's the 0-1 from Bennett, who's been working great so far. Bennett in his second start, finding a lot more swing and miss content. 3 strikeouts. Both came in the first and second inning. On the other side, Maceiko doing a great job as well with his 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, and it looks like Bennett has kind of found a rhythm. Wasn't bad his first start, got through 3, but an opportunity for him to keep finding it here.
The 0-2 from Bennett. Upstairs has worked with that fastball high in the zone quite a lot.
And the curveball has a ton of drop on it, which is full of hitters as well. This mix of those 2 pitches real nice.
Florida, the native first striker as he takes one outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a team that fell by the hands of Troy in regionals. That Troy team went on to go to the College World Series. Pretty impressive. Knocked out pretty early. But nevertheless, a solid team. Bourne should be getting a Florida Gator soon in Ethan Surowiec. Hard hit ball right side. Nearly eaten up by the Gratz monster, but Rigdon makes it a clean play for out number 1 here in the 4th. Zeros all around. And right now it's been 6 consecutive retired for Bennett.
Yeah, he's really found a rhythm. I mean, when you hit the first batter of the game on a 2-strike count, strikeout 2 to end the first, felt like he was kind of in the zone and hasn't exited the zone since, aside from getting a single earlier.
Jacob Lee now the batter up, lefty on righty matchup. Here's Bennett's first. Lee slices it into right field. Chase for Derek Pitts. He makes the grab. Easy there. And Lee went down what we thought for a moment to be a little bit of an injury. Stayed in the game, got hit in the neck with a baseball. That's never going to be fun. But he's all set. And again, a quick inning for Bennett as it looks like right now. 5 pitches back in the 3rd inning for Bennett. Right here, keeping things efficient as well. He only went 3 innings last Sunday. Allowed 1 run there. And he is through 3 2/3 with no runs, looking fantastic. 7 consecutive retired in a row. Here is Lascasi. He takes the first pitch for a strike.
Reese Bowie retired 10 in a row yesterday, and that's now 7 in a row for Bennett. Really just feel the starting pitchers lately for Bourne. Alba, you can throw in that group as well, finding their groove.
And not even a reliever going. Nice scoop there by Estep.
And I think we talked with Scott Landers pregame. We talked about how much confidence he has having such a deep staff. It's been the main storyline for the Braves this season. The hitting hasn't been there. You can rely on the pitching.
And 2 missed pitches there by Bennett. Now a man going in the bullpen. It looks to be, for a moment, thought it was Landon White making his debut. It's not that, but instead the arm of Brandon Shannon.
And he had a really nice debut for the Braves recently, so looks like a good 2-step plan for Leaf Bigelow and the rest of the staff.
The 2-1 pops high, straight toward the Braves dugout. 3rd base side, Estep waves everyone away and makes the grab for out number 3. Very efficient pitching there by Bennett to set up the bats. Looking to get going as we take things to the heart of the order. Bolton, Costello, and Pitts when we come back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
In the daytime.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
More baseball here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. How about the day for Peyton Manka so far? 6 strikeouts through 3, works in his 4th year. Matt Bolton, the first batter. Beautiful bunt up the third base line. Not a chance for Peyton Manka. Unbelievable. That's the speed from Bolton in effect. And the Bourne Braves with a very speedy lineup. You could argue the speediest lineup they've had all year. Get one aboard with a base hit bunt by Bolton.
Yeah, the top 3 guys in the lineup, Stutzer, Rigdon, Bolton, could all do that. That's a beautiful bunt. Close play. Good throw by Lee, but when you're facing a guy who struck out 6, including 3 in a row heading into this inning, you kind of have to take matters into your own hands, and I respect the decision.
Yeah, why not? Shake things up, make it difficult. First pitch. Oh, here's a swing from Costello. Skies it left side and back for Keel at the warning track. Oh, just grabs it. Throw comes back in all the way to the infield. But my goodness, was that ball rocketed.
Yeah, I think he got under it just a little bit, but if he gets more of a barrel on it, I think that ball is maybe out of Doran Park altogether.
Yeah, Upper Cape Tech might need to file an invoice for Luke Costello for any damages done to the sheds all the way deep in left field. Nevertheless, it's now off to Derek Pitts. Still has a runner on first base in Matt Bolton. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Pitts flew out to right field his last time. We're talking about that power. He's another one of the speedy guys. Stutzer, Rigdon, Bolton, Pitts, Sefcik, and Lee Ellis certainly can do some damage in the base paths. Deferral to first base, no swing.
Just some real athletes in this lineup. Guys who, Scott Lander's picked by hand to be able to get free bases and move runners over.
Let's see if they can do it here. Pitts takes again. It's a strike. We'll see if they get Bolton in motion. Just one out. It's Caraway behind Pitts. Until that bunt, it's been a lot of outs for Peyton Manka. It was 9 of the last 10 retired.
Yeah, and he struck out the side in the third. He got real fired up heading to the dugout. Some emotion.
The 2-2, runner goes, inside pitch a ball. Throw into second base, way off. And now a runner in scoring position for Pitts.
Yeah, and I think if that pitch is a little bit more competitive, I think Lee, who has a very good arm behind the dish, maybe gets Bolton. Wasn't a horrible throw considering the circumstances. A low and inside slider. It's hard to dig that out.
Full count here to Derek Pitts. Manka dealing with some trouble. And Pitts takes it for a walk. The second walk of the day. We were talking about how important drawing the free pass will be for the Braves. 0 yesterday, only 1 came on the first batter. And here's a check on the mound for Manka. Action still going in the bullpen for the Brewster Whitecaps. And they will look to the bullpen for a new arm coming in here for Brewster. 2 runners on for the Bourne Braves as Manka's day is done. We'll be back here in just a few moments to tell you all about him.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, If you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV, Devon, Jarvis, Kasey, Kazliner, Kaydence, Kilhof. It's been a fun game so far, but action now for the first time for the Bourne Braves offensively. Southern put a runner in scoring position back in the first. Peyton Manka pulled from this game quite early, Kasey.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the decision from Jamie Shevchuk. You have a guy who is really in the zone, and he gives up a bunt single and only a second walk. He's only up to 56 pitches. Just a really short leash. I understand giving other guys reps, but if you're trying to win the ball game, I think you leave the starter in who is proven to be able to get out of innings. You go out to that first inning. Stutzer gets on, steals second, and then it's 2 strikeouts and a flyout. A pair of quick innings after that and a potential recovery for him here. Now, Skylar Sanford ends up getting out of this inning. I'll eat my words, but I think you keep the starter in at least through 4 with how he's been dialed in.
Skylar Sanford, the new arm. He comes out of Florida and has already made an appearance here in the Cape League. What do we know about him?
Yeah, he's coming off a pretty solid season at Florida, a sub-5 ERA in 20 innings of work, and only a redshirt sophomore, so he's looking to get some more reps. Florida, like you mentioned, made it to the College World Series, and he's a guy that gives up hard contact, but struck out 23 to just 12 walks.
He steps in here first against Trent Caraway. He's been one of the best bats in the Bourne lineup all season long. A runner on second base and a speedy Matt Bolton. Caraway's first, low and outside. Manka overall only 56 pitches, 33 of them strikes. Despite that, still 6 strikeouts. So half of those were towards strikeouts. Look at first and home for Sanford. Caraway takes it. He's been good at drawing walks as well. Caraway on the season an OPS of .913, a batting average of .353. And you want that batting average to come into play here. A base hit brings home a runner for Bourne. The 2-0. A strike. Caraway in the portal right now, hoping to find himself a new home this summer. We were talking with Ed Blankmeyer, currently the bench coach for the Bourne Braves, the right-hand man to Scott Landers. Here's the 2-1, outside. And his son is currently the number 2 in command for the Vanderbilt Commodores. And his son has been all around the Cape League, looking at teams, trying to bring new talent to Nashville. So plenty of coaches watching Trent Caraway, a free agent, you could say. The 3-1. Caraway waves and misses.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have a extra connection, and we know how big the Vanderbilt to Bourne pipeline has been in recent years.
We saw yesterday a lot of talent on either side from Vanderbilt as the full count pitch here from Sanford comes into play. Runners go, swing to the left side, straight into the glove of Johnston, steps on third base, and that is a double play to retire the side. Unfortunate for the Braves. A 5 unassisted one to make it a nothing inning for the Bravos. Scoreless through 4 here at Doran Park. We step aside for more coming on the other side of this break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to this guys with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Brendan Bennett continues his day on the mound for the Bourne Braves. Just 50 pitches through 4 innings, trying to keep this efficient streak going. Kasey, he had 35 through 2 and has just been lights out these last 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a pitcher, the old adage is you like to be averaging 15 or fewer pitches per inning, and he's kind of right around that right now, and it's been back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. He's not getting a ton of strikeouts, but he's getting soft contact. Only 1 ball hit out of the outfield the last 2 innings.
And the lack of strikeouts has honestly lent itself well to more efficient pitching. Of course, when you have that, you're going to work up the pitch count with the strikeouts. First one from Bennett is skied back by Delamalier. Delamalier, the only hit of the ball game for the Brewster Whitecaps to this point. He's been one of the better players in this lineup for Brewster, a returner to the Braves from last season. Rather, the Whitecaps. Here's the 0-1 from Bennett. Inside for a strike. He now works very well with his count. That's something, too. He's been getting ahead in counts.
Yeah, he's not afraid to locate the fastball and kind of risky areas of the plate. And you don't want to leave fastball over the heart of the plate, but he's doing that, and it's blowing it right by guys.
The 0-2, swing and a miss from Delamalier. The first strikeout for Bennett since back in the second, and continues his streak of now 9 consecutive retired.
Yeah, the season high for the Braves, 10 yesterday for Reese Bowie. Now an opportunity to either tie that.
It's a knock on wood, everybody. Where is it? Just in case. Dane Harvey. He was the last strikeout before that one by Delamalier. Went down by way of K for the 3rd strikeout of the game for Bennett. Plays first base for Brewster today. He swings and drills one. Right field, Pitts back at the wall, at the track, jumps and makes the grab. Derek Pitts with a run-saving play potentially. And there's your 10th consecutive retired.
And Harvey thought it was gone. I mean, I think the whole stadium did, because you could hear the sound off the bat. Hit off the barrel, and Harvey gets one stolen away by an exceptional defensive play, but also an exceptional defensive player in Derek Pitts.
It's a talent and a skill, rather a tool we've come to expect now from Derek Pitts. Last time, a throw-out, outfield assist from right field as Lambden gets set. This time, potentially, a home run rob.
It certainly would have hit the top side of the wall if it didn't go out.
He probably knows best if it did go out. Maybe that Brewster bullpen as well. Lambden steps in here for the Brewster Whitecaps, trying to get something going. Again, 10 consecutive retired. Last time out against Orleans, 0-2, a sacrifice fly to bring in a run. 2 of the runs of the 4 for the Whitecaps yesterday by way of sacrifice, like that small ball you were talking about earlier. Bennett, the 1-1, just inside.
I mean, small ball's huge in the Cape League. You don't see a ton of home runs all the time. Talked about the wind being a factor and park dimensions being different, the bats being different. Small ball's huge, and I think that's a big evaluator for MLB scouts who want to see how guys do in these types of situations where there isn't necessarily inflation, if you will, of opportunities to go yard or hit it out of the park or hit the ball deep into the outfield all the time.
Yeah, especially Dorn Park. You know those stats where it's like only a home run in Yankee Stadium, not the 29 others. That would have been the opposite here in the Cape League. As Bennett sees one get sent into left field, it drops for a base hit. Cal Sefcik receives, tosses it back into Ellis. And that retired streak ends at 10, a tie with Reese Bowie.
Yeah, and I think if you're Scott Landers, you maybe worry a little bit about the hard contact. That one hit very hard off the bat of Lambden. And right on cue, here comes Scott Landers.
And Scott Landers made the error of not pulling Reese Bowie too early yesterday. Does not want to make the same mistake here. As we look to the bullpen now, unless Scott Landers is going to keep him in the game. Shannon there, the righty arm out of Louisville, does step out here, and it is Shannon who comes into the game after a very solid day from Bennett. So the Bourne Braves step aside here with the new arm set to come in just a few moments. We'll be right back with more on Shannon on the other side of this break.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV, Brendan Shannon, the new arm for the Bourne Braves, relieves the duties of Brendan Bennett, who had a really solid day, Kasey. Allowed just his first base runner in Jake Lambden on a base hit after retiring 10 consecutively. And the arms from the Bourne Braves continue to perform, and Shannon hoping to do the same. The arm out of Louisville, a right-hander now, switches it up from the left-hander we had before.
Yeah, it's Brady Shannon, who, like you mentioned, is a really solid right-hander for the Braves. We saw him dial up the heat in his first time out. And an opportunity for him. The issue for the Braves is obviously the offense has not been where it needs to be. And now Shannon in a bit of a tougher spot than he'd like to be, with no win possibility on a decision for Brendan Bennett.
And not the worst here for Shannon. Just one runner on that he inherits from Shannon. We'll have that final line for you for Bennett in a few moments. Once, of course, everything is settled. But Shannon here out of Louisville already has appeared once for the Bourne Braves, a 3 ERA in just 3 innings pitched. Faced 14 batters in those 3 innings. The first batter he sees, Alexander Pick, the second baseman for the Whitecaps today. Dancing in the base paths, throw back toward first. Lambden in there safely. Pick went down by a fly out to first base to represent the first out of the 3rd inning. And Shannon here off the first base side of the rubber gets set. Oh, another move toward first nearly had him. Lambden dancing over there, trying to make something happen.
Base runners are so important. You can't afford to lose one of them. We've seen that be a big issue, not just for the Braves, but for opponents this season.
First base runner since the 2nd for Brewster. Inside pitch on the first one to Pick. It's a ball to start. Do you see any influence for Scott Landers to pull Brendan Bennett so quick? The strike comes in from what happened yesterday.
Potentially. I think yesterday's tough because the rain definitely played a part. Reese Bowie, thought he was dialed in and came over to us and was a little bit upset about the delay and wanted to stay out there. And I think maybe Scott Landers kind of owed it to him to keep him in there with the delay, messing with his rhythm. But, again, you bring up a good point because you just never know with a guy like Bennett who didn't pitch a ton of innings this past season.
Ball gets passed here from Shannon, another runner into scoring position. Delamalier was the only one to get to second base so far for the Brewster Whitecaps, and he does that the same way as Pick does here. Wild pitches to send a runner an extra 90 feet. Now a bigger chance for Alexander Pick here. Brandon Shannon trying to clean up the mess, if you will. Pitch goes low. It's a 3-1 count, something we did not see Bennett do very often back in his 4 2/3 of work.
Shannon, on the other hand, is coming off a debut performance that kind of looks similar to Bennett's debut. Both went 3 innings, giving up 1 run. Obviously, Shannon in relief.
3-1, spikes down on home plate. Maybe catches E-step there for a little bit. Seems it does. He walks it off, and now a full count. Braves 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Another little scary one. Bourne trying to work their bats up on the other side. This could be a good momentum getter to get them right in bottom 5.
Biggest pitch of the game coming up, for sure. It's been a loud inning for Brewster. Highlight play out right. A single to the left side also hit hard. Big test for Shannon to keep the wheels on.
Shannon looks at his left wrist. Has a runner directly behind him. 60 feet and 6 inches. The full count pitch. Low and a runner on first. The first time this game we've seen Brewster with 2 runners on. Shannon, his last time out, pitched at Katuitt. 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned with a walk and 4 strikeouts. Through 52 pitches then, so overall on 6 days of rest. Hoping to keep it efficient here. Again, Bennett was efficient in his day. 60 total pitches for 4 2/3 of work. He'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the same could be said about yesterday's game, but once again, offense is going to have to ride off the momentum of the pitchers.
Abernathy up, the right fielder. First pitch to him. Low and inside. And E-step trying to do his best to keep everything in front. Really can't have anything get past him here. We've already had 2 wild pitches this game, but none of them with a runner in scoring position. Abernathy, as a member of the Whitecaps, looking to do damage here. Has only played in now his 3rd game starting today. He shakes off a now 2-0 count. Entered the transfer portal just a little bit ago. And just arrived to Brewster 5 days ago. Here's Shannon. Kick and fire, swing and a miss. Needed that strike.
It's a nice slider. Seen a lot of the heaters blown by guys today for Bourne pitchers, and I think Brewster's starting to pick them up a little bit more, but you got to be able to find the zone on the 2-1.
Shannon to get out. Finds a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Shannon set to go here. Bourne with a packed crowd on Father's Day. In both concourses, left and right. The 2-2. Half swing there from Abernathy, does not come around.
Something Bennett did a good job of. He didn't walk a single guy because he wasn't getting too cute with it, with even counts, and especially with 2 strikes.
Abernathy thus far in the summer 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Shannon out of it. We stay scoreless here at Doran Park. And the Bourne Braves with the bats coming up to bat after what was their best offensive inning of the game. Let's see if they can do some damage here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom of the fifth inning here at Doran Park. A packed crowd on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all those listening to the broadcast today. Kasey and I here having a great time and hope you are as well. The Bourne Braves looking to see some action offensively. Put 2 runners on last inning. Couldn't bring either home off of a snare catch by Lascasi and an unassisted double play that really hurt things. Cal Sefcik drills one into center field. It should be easy for Abernathy. The pitcher on the mound still going to be the arm in Sanford. Now, Sanford, first name Schuyler, spelled Schuyler. Now, I was a little nervous getting into it because, not often do you see Schuyler spelled that way. But, Kasey, what are all the names you can think of that are spelled so abnormally still to sound just the same as the new batter gets set in E-step?
It's a good question. I mean, you look at the Bourne lineup, the first one that stands out to me is Derek Pitts.
Derrick instead of Derek, if you will. I've seen a lot of interesting ways to spell Ryan. I have a friend back home, Rein. I've seen people spell Ryan Ryean.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think whoa is right. Just looking online here for some of the other names, as this one by E-step, he skies into deep left field. It's a short wall back there, but Keel at the warning track makes the basket catch.
Not the first time we've seen a ball hit there. Braves just keep getting under it.
Now, this might make you angry. Mike spelled Myke.
Wow.
Eric spelled Aeryck. Aaron spelled Arynn. Ellis takes the first one for a ball.
I guess if you're trying to stand out from the crowd, that's one way to do it, but it's confusing.
Erica, Aerycka. Our producer, Chase Maceiko, has a sister named Haley, spelled Haylea. So many different ways, but I think Schuyler might be the most abnormal from that one.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you look at the name visually, it looks like Schuyler.
I was really nervous. I was not sure. Schuyler Sanford, a little bit less common of a name than Schuyler Sanford.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds Irish.
Yeah. St. Patty's came early.
Just a little bit. I guess he still could be Irish. Here's Ellis again, as time is called by the catcher in Lee. Possibly some pitch comm malfunctioning.
Saw a lot of two-out production for the Braves yesterday against YD. Lee Ellis kind of due for a bit of a breakout. Got a hitter's count, and talked about the lack of walks. Only 2 walks so far for the Braves. Real opportunity for Ellis to turn the tide. Even if the Braves can't score this inning, just get something going, extend it a little bit, drive out the pitch count on Sanford.
And will be interesting to see how long Sanford goes in this game. At Florida this most recent year in 2026 as a redshirt freshman, pitched no more than 3 innings. Did that 2 times. And then most recently against Kaydence, as Ellis swings and misses for the first strike, pitched just 1 inning total, earned himself a save with no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. A little bit more of a task here against a Bourne Braves lineup that, despite lacking production, still ranks towards the top of the Cape Cod Baseball League in stats. 3rd in batting average, 4th in runs per game, top 3 in all of slugging, on base, and OPS, 1st in on base. 2nd least strikeouts, 4th most walks, and a walk drawn there, or rather instead, a hit batter against Lee Ellis, so he's in the base paths now.
Now a big test for Stutzer, who, again, wants to stay hitting leadoff. Every guy likes to hit leadoff, and Stutzer has not produced at that spot, and now an opportunity for him to keep the inning going.
John Stutzer, a big chance to do so, has struggled with the strikeout this season. A very talented player, most recently out of Florida State. Takes the first pitch high. No action going in that Brewster bullpen, despite the lack of distance we've seen Sanford go. So far on the game, just 17 pitches. Stutzer with a big opportunity with a speedy Lee Ellis on first. Look over at him. They know he's speedy as well. Again, this Bourne lineup, I would say, if you're going to time the 40-yard dash times for hitters 1 through 9, this might be the lowest time that we've had all year.
Just a quick group.
Swing and a miss from Stutzer. It's always that inside fastball, it seemed, that ties him up.
Yeah, he is a guy that likes to swing the bat. He doesn't take a whole lot of pitches, and because of that, he doesn't walk a whole lot. But just hasn't been able to get the lumber on it, and he struggled with some of the off-speed stuff as well.
Ellis goes, pitch a ball. The throw really good, and good enough to get Ellis as well. Down in the base pass, and the Bourne Braves once again strand a runner. They've done that in all except the 3rd inning. Got to find a little bit of improvement there, Kasey.
Yeah, it's tough when you have guys on, and a couple of them by way of the free pass, and you just can't get it producing-wise effective enough.
Just a quick reminder that this broadcast is sponsored by Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare is committed to excellence and compassion in everything they do, like helping people maintain active lifestyles with innovative orthopedic program that combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized experts. This team is focused on getting you back to doing the things you love in the place you love. Cape Cod Healthcare, caring commitment community. If you need urgent care this summer, Cape Cod Healthcare is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care at 6 urgent care locations from Plymouth to Orleans. Check walk-in wait times or schedule an appointment at www.capecodhealthcare.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience. We'll be right back.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV, excuse me. It's a new inning here for Brandon Shannon and a fresh inning for the right-hander. He goes off against the top of the lineup in Terrence Keel. A strike, rather ball to start. Want to see that control improve from where it was back in his just 1/3 inning in the top of the 5th. Certainly could see a little bit more efficiency. In total, just 5 strikes on 12 pitches. Shannon looks in, and there he finds a strike.
I mean, every inning going forward is going to be a big inning for either team with the score and only 2 hits apiece, but an opportunity for Brewster with a part of a lineup up that saw a lot of changes from last game.
And now Shannon has a count in his favor. He appeared last time against Cotuit in a game that ended in a tie. They needed him in that game. Just trying to slow things down as much as possible. Here's Keel. Check swing upstairs, doesn't go for it.
And a big inning for Shannon, too. You talked about some of the control issues. He got a big strikeout to fire himself up, but with how good Bennett pitched, it's kind of important that and carry the load. You always want to rally around your starter. No matter how good or poorly he does. And in Bennett's case, he goes 4 2/3, only 3 hits allowed, no walks and 4 Ks.
Here's the payoff upstairs, and it's a walk to start here in the 6th inning for the Brewster Whitecaps.
Free passes were a huge issue yesterday. So you'd love to start the inning if you are the Brewster Whitecaps. And look at a guy like Keel, who is a big base stealer. Stolen double-digit bags these past 2 seasons at Texas A&M.
Cash Strayer with a runner on first now to work with. This Brewster Whitecap team has only put 1 runner in scoring position. That came back in the 5th. And then Shannon came on, struck out Abernathy to clean things up. Check on first, safe. Strayer here as an outfielder today. Heading to his sophomore year next season, but was very good with Florida in his time there. On the summer so far, 2 for 8 heading into today's game. Here's a chance for Estep to show off the arm. Hits off the runner in Keel, goes into the outfield. Keel was on second base when it made contact with him, so not to be worried for Brewster. A little bit of an errant throw and an awkward pitch to throw on for Estep. Bourne Braves currently sitting 6th in the Cape Cod Baseball League in caught stealing percentage. We're last yesterday. Costello got 1 to bump up that number. Runner in scoring position now for Strayer. Cuts and misses, and a throw toward first. Gets the out. Still at second is Keel.
It's a huge strikeout because Bourne doesn't have anyone warming up in the bullpen right now, and you want to keep that pitch count efficient if you're Shannon, get through the inning and with a man at second and nobody out before that strikeout, a ton of leverage in the Whitecaps' favor, but that's huge.
Jacob Lee, one of the more dangerous bats in this lineup. Native to Chesterfield, Virginia, goes to VCU. Chesterfield just about 25 minutes south of Richmond. Puts a soft one the opposite way into the outfield. Here's a chance. Pitt's going to be tested at home. He lollygags to it, allows the runner to come home, and that's a missed opportunity for Derek Pitts and the Bourne Braves. Brewster on the board. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Lee hit it just soft enough to get the wave sign at third for Keel, and kind of what we saw yesterday. Small ball for the opponent, and not bad pitching by Bourne by any means, but it's a backside line drive. There's a massive hole open on the right side, and got to give it to Lee. He's one of the best hitters in the Cape League for a reason. And
Lee does exactly what he needs to. Pitt's playing really deep out in right field. He robbed a home run, so you can't really blame him too much. Lascasi now up, puts down a bunt, third base line. It's Shannon who has to throw to first late, and that's miscommunication by the Bourne Braves. Nobody covers second base when the throw was to be made. And now runners on 1 and 2 with just one out here for the Brewster Whitecaps.
Yeah, this is where you can't fade in this part of the game for the Braves. You're very much in it. But these free base runners, we've seen now a few of them happen this inning. And a miscommunication defensively puts Brewster in a good spot with maybe the confidence of Shannon just hindering a little bit.
Bennett and Caraway both jawing at the ball, and neither of them were aggressive enough to get it. It's Delama Lear now up. Shannon trying to work out of a jam. He had 2 runners on last inning when he escaped. Just one out here. Broken bat dribbler, left side. Lee Ellis in, makes an error, can't field it. Bases loaded for the Whitecaps.
It's always tough when the bat breaks, but Ellis is such a polished defender. You'd think he would be quicker to the ball there. And again, Bourne just kind of kicking and throwing it all over the place right now.
And it looks like they may award that as a single, and they do. Not an error, so not to be worried about that Bourne defensive fielding percentage. And now a tough one here for Shannon. It's Dane Harvey up 0 for 2 so far today. Harvey at first base, all Big Ten second team back this past season as a member of Ohio State. So his teammate at shortstop. Has a home run already, a grand slam this season. Half cuts on the first one, it's a strike, and Shannon's going to need strikeouts here, or at least a play to the middle of the infield to try and get a double play.
Infield's well in too, and again, you'd like to keep this one-run game by all means, considering the lack of offense for Bourne.
Upstairs on the 0-1. First right-handed pitchers so far this season. A .231 average for the lefty in Harvey. The 1-1 outside again. Did have a team-leading 1144 OPS, best on Ohio State by 100 points. Led the team in RBI as well as average, as a mound meeting ensues here between Estep, Caraway, and the pitcher in Shannon.
Looks like Shannon's just pitching a little bit timid right now. Last 2 balls on the outer part. Feels like he's trying a little bit too hard to steal a strike when it's just not there. And again, you cannot walk somebody in this type of situation. You have to be real careful. You don't want to leave anything over the heart of the plate, but at the same time, a ground ball potentially gets you out of the inning. And we haven't really seen him attack the bottom of the zone for strikes.
Both pitchers so far today have tried to keep their pitches high. Maybe a chance to switch it up here. Shannon this time attacks low and misses. That's a close one. And really an important pitch here. Maybe the biggest of the game. This is certainly the biggest at-bat thus far that we've seen. Could change things from just a one-run close game to something out of hand. The 3-1 for Shannon. Misses. And Shannon walks through the bases loaded to welcome a run to score for the Whitecaps.
It's tough. It's a good pitch. It's a competitive pitch. It just misses the zone by less than an inch. And again, kind of reminds the fans a little bit of the other night when the Falmouth Commodores came to town and both teams couldn't really generate offense here at Dorn Park, but it was defensive mistakes and small, minute details that Bourne couldn't focus on.
A strike to start here against Lambden. He needs more of those. Bourne might look for something in the bullpen soon. That one upstairs gets back. E-step not going to be able to field this one quick enough. It's another one home on a big mistake there by Shannon. Just got too high. And the way these runs have come home this inning. A walk to put Terrence Keel on. Jacob Lee with a good hit, that's fine. And then on top of that, you see a miscommunication on the bunt, a walk by Harvey, a wild pitch to score. Too many self-inflicted mistakes for things to go wrong here for the Bourne Braves. And Scott Landers heads out to the mound for a conversation, maybe looking to the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, this inning could have been over a while ago. And it's not necessarily Shannon's fault. There's been some defensive mistakes, and it's been unfortunate that the Braves haven't been able to capitalize offensively to at least give a cushion to some of these guys. But again, this game's starting to get out of hand.
And Shannon stays in the game. 3-0 the score for the Whitecaps, almost all off self-inflicted mistakes for Bourne here. Runners on 2 and 3 with just one out, and the Whitecaps still with a chance to pile on. A look in here by Shannon. Dance on third base by Delamalier. Pitch comes home, a strike, 1-2 the count. It's Austin Musso hot in the bullpen. He looked very solid in relief not too long ago. Nice scoop there by E-step, a bounce in the lefty's box. He's able to keep it in his glove.
It's a big play. And for a guy who's maybe a little bit nervous, making his first start as a Bourne Brave, struggled a little bit defensively earlier, but that's a huge run-saving play.
He's 5'10". A lot of the past balls have been above him. Struggling to get as high. The 2-2 from Shannon in the zone ties Lambden up and stays alive. On third, Delamalier. On second, it's Harvey. Lambden got on with a base hit back in the 5th. Cuts and foul tips it. Just catches barely a piece. And again, staying alive is Lambden. He gets set again. The 2-2 from Shannon. Cut and a miss. That's a strikeout. He comes around in a big needed one right there for Brandon Shannon. As maybe Scott Landers brings a little bit more confidence into his man on the mound.
Yeah, you got to keep the game competitive, and still one out to get for Shannon, but it's a competitive pitch on the outer part of the plate, and a stab at it gets the call. Alexander Pick.
Brewster just 2 batters away from batting through the order right now. Peck, native to Arkansas, born Jackson Kircher, an Arkansas teammate on the Bourne roster. Bourne had a few Arkansas players last year. Pitch misses inside. Kuhio Aloy, Camden Kojal, Colin Fisher, among a few names. He was ranked the number 4 overall prospect in Tennessee by PBR when he came out of high school in Peck. Wave and a miss by Peck. And it's up to 2 strikes here for Shannon, trying to get out of the inning. One pitch and it stays a 3-run game. This would be big for Bourne. Allowed just 1 inning of scoring yesterday against the Red Sox, and it was too much for them. Will it be here? Chopper up the middle. Ellis needs this one. Slowly dives toward first. Good pick there at first by Costello. And it is a clean inning for the Bourne Braves. After a lot of struggles, they're able to escape it. And 3 runs plate for the Brewster Whitecaps as we take things to the 3rd member of our team in Kaydence Kilhof for more.
Thanks, guys. We talked about this a little bit earlier in our pregame Tomahawk talk, but the players' personalities are really starting to blend together well. When I spoke to Derek Pitts in yesterday's interview, he told me he's starting to enjoy all the fun guys that he's been playing with. The social media question yesterday was actually, who would you not let date your daughter? Andrew Costello takes the cake with that one. He was pretty surprised. John Stutzer came in a close second. When the players were asked, who would you let date your daughter? Garrett Michelle and Will Whalen took the cake on that one. Regardless, all of these players' personalities are really starting to blend together well, hence playing better baseball together. They're even asking for more social media questions to come out, so make sure to follow the Bourne Braves Instagram page to see what they have to say for the rest of the summer. Guys?
Back in just a few moments on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. We take things to Middle 6.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Skylar Sanford with a lead to protect here for the Brewster Whitecaps. First time he's had a lead. And John Stutzer, who was in the middle of an at-bat back in the 5th, gets up once again, this time with a clean count. Bourne have shown no more than 4 every inning here as Stutzer fails to put a base hit bunt down. Braves have been trying that a lot, and despite the early season success, you could say, still in the early part of the year, the first couple games, they haven't been able to really find much success with that over these last 4.
Yeah, it's because, you know, we talked to Scott Landers pregame, and he said they're really not getting the lumber on the ball right now. And if that's the case, you have to find a way to get on base somehow if you're not walking a ton, and that's kind of the only other solution.
Sanford to Stutzer, it's a strike, 0-2 early against the Florida State freshman. John Stutzer gets a lot of trust by Scott Landers in this position. One of the most talented guys on the team. Puts a soft one into right field. This one could be got, and it is! Alexander Peck with a nice grab. 1 out, down in bottom 6.
I think if one play could kind of describe the troubles for Bourne tonight, you look to that nice play by the second baseman Peck. Stutzer kind of due for a hit, top of the order, and all base runners matter right now. really tough to not get one there if you're Bourne. Still some outs to work with.
Especially with this top part of the order that, as here's a chance by Rustin Rigdon right into the glove of Keel. Has very much been struggling. Rigdon now 0 for 3.
Both guys
only on once. Stutzer on with a walk, but you expect more from this top chunk.
Yeah, both guys went the opposite way. Didn't get rewarded. Just a little bit unlucky, but again, no more excuses if you're Bourne. You only have 7 outs to work with, down 3. Only 2 hits.
Still get 10 outs. Just a few more, luckily for the Braves. The 1-0 here to Bolton, who's looking for a bit of a redemption game. Tried to spark something back in the 4th, and he certainly did so. On with a bunt base hit, got to second through a stolen base, 2 runners on, him and Derek Pitts, and then gets doubled up. 5U unassisted double play. His Lumber just catches that one there. It's a 2-1 count. Bolton, the only lefty in the lineup today for the Bourne Braves, so he's got the best matchup here against the right-handed pitcher in Sanford. Rustin Rigdon, a switch hitter. It's these two back-to-back in the top of the lineup. Here's the 2-1. Bolton checks his swing. Does he come around? No. And it's a ball.
Got to extend at bats if you're Bourne, and Bolton's doing a good job of that so far in this one.
Bolton has been known for taking a really good approach to the plate. Wants to work up pitch count as much as possible. Here's the 3-1 on the mound. Misses low, and a walk earned there by Matt Bolton. He sees the first base path for the second time today, and Bourne gets their 3rd walk of the day.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. No walks against YD. Only 3 so far in this one, and going to have to be able to take the free passes. The unfortunate thing is there's 2 outs, and almost all the base runners for Bourne so far tonight, nearly half have come with 2 outs, not being able to produce early in the inning.
Luke Costello nearly went yard just an inning ago, just a little bit, or rather 2 innings ago, just a little bit under it. Costello, the first of 7 consecutive right-handers. Takes the next one up high, and Sanford struggling with the ball right now. He's had good control for most of this game. 30 pitches, 15 strikes, and he's been working up the balls these last 2 at-bats. Sanford to home. Costello drills this one left center field. Back on it, Keel toward the wall. It drops before the track and over the wall for an automatic double. The Bourne Braves now have got runners on 2 and 3, and Costello shows off the power there.
Great hit by Costello. The unfortunate thing is the fact that he goes over the wall, because Bolton would have easily scored. But again, Costello, brother's not in the lineup today. They're expecting a lot out of his power bat, and now the Bravos have their first hit in a couple of innings here and a chance to really add on.
And Derek Pitts is going to have to wait. Stall for just a moment. No clear arm going in the bullpen for Brewster, but just a checkup here by pitching coach Brian Del Rosso.
Yeah, I mean, I think this might be a stall to get a guy going in the bullpen as we see some movement out in right field in the bullpen, but an opportunity for Derek Pitts, who walked earlier in the game and himself drilled one out to right field and got unlucky on a nice defensive play by Delamalier. But again, this is kind of where the Braves shine. 2-out rallies, opportunity.
And now action going in the bullpen for the Brewster Whitecaps. We'll get you that name when we see it. A chance here for Derek Pitts. It's Jordan Rogolski going in the bullpen for Brewster. The game-tying run at the plate for Bourne. Here's Pitts. Wave and a miss on the first one from Sanford. Sanford with a chance to escape this still clean. Picked up duties in the middle of the fourth inning from the starter in Manka and has been solid ever since. From the wind, Pitts watches it down by. On third base, a speedy runner in Bolton. Won't be worried about him if the ball gets into the outfield. Costello will have to hustle. The 1-1. And Pitts watches it again. He'll take a walk here, Kasey.
Yeah, you would, especially with Trent Caraway up after, who at times has really been a clutch bat for the Bravos this year. I'd like to see the fans get a little bit more into this game, though. In such a big spot.
Great save by Lee. It's up to a 3-1 count. And Derek Pitts just watching everything so far. Other than that first one, he took a hack on. The 3-1 from Sanford. Pitts lets his bat free. It's a strike. And he's going to have to reapply some pine tar to that grip.
That's why you have the netting.
Sure is. Came flying out of his hands.
Yeah, I think he swung that bat 100 miles an hour. I mean, you could kind of hear the bat zing out of his hands. But now the biggest pitch for the Braves offense upcoming.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The biggest plate appearance of the day for the Bravos. Runners on 2 and 3. Here's Sanford to limit the damage. Takes a pitch, it's a walk, and Pitts gets on with a free pass. That's huge right there, and Bourne will leave things to Trent Caraway with only one of 2 options. Keep it at a 3-run lead for Brewster or put runs on the board.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Caraway has done a really good job in this type of instance. We talked about it already. You'll take a walk here. You have plenty of innings left to come back. You got to chip away and at least get 1.
First pitch in the dirt. Quickly got by Jacob Lee. He's been playing a solid defensive game so far. The Brewster Whitecaps with no passed balls this season and hoping for limited wild pitches as well. Bourne have allowed some of those themselves to allow runs to come home. And this game included. 1-0 from Sanford. Hit left side hard. Picked up by Lambton. Throw to second, and it's clean for Brewster. Scare, but no runs, and the Bourne Braves threaten, but cannot do any damage against the Whitecaps. A little bit frustrating, but they'll have to take it here as the end of the 6th inning comes. Before we step aside, just another word from our sponsors. Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay, Bourne's premier senior living community. Conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at Keystone Place at buzzardsbay.com. And Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com and go Braves. Top of the 7th on the other side.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
New arm out there for the Braves. Into the 7th inning we go. 3-0 the score after Brewster puts up 3 of their own back in the 6th, excuse me. Austin Musso out there, not too bad of an appearance last time he came in for the Braves. Looking to do something similar. This time he is in a deficit. Last time at Hyannis, just 2 2/3, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, with a walk and 3 strikeouts.
It's a big bridge inning for the Braves, coming off a really frustrating 6th where defensive mistakes and just kind of lapses in judgment allowed 3 to come across. Then you strand the bases loaded half inning later. This is an opportunity to get out clean and get back in it.
Both today and yesterday, the Bourne Braves have only had 1 bad defensive inning, as it's now Jay Abernathy. He's the only one who didn't hit back in the dominant 6th for Brewster. Yesterday, it was a 4-run 5th inning for YD. Today, a 3-run 6th. And yesterday, it was enough to secure the win for YD. And if things keep up offensively for the Bourne Braves, it'll be enough today for the Brewster Whitecaps, just 3 runs.
Yeah, the issue with the Braves in these types of games is the lack of setting tone. That's so important in baseball. Scott Landers has emphasized it. Getting going early in games to establish a little bit of dominance, especially when you're at home. And it just hasn't been the case for the Braves.
4 other games going on around the Cape League. As here's Musso's 0-2. Outside for a ball against Abernathy. A dominant performance from YD. They're at Harwich today. Face them on opening day. Got the win. Those are the top 2 teams in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now. And just inside for Musso, it's 2-2 now. 10-2 the score in the top of the 9th for YD. Chatham set to rack up their 4th consecutive win, right now up by 5 runs over Hyannis in the bottom of the 7th. Wareham up 7-5 over Falmouth, looking for their 2nd win as Abernathy puts a nice one into center field and gets the first runner on the board here in the 7th.
A lot of hard hit balls today for Brewster. Pretty much everything in play feels like is hit hard. That one, no exception.
And then Orleans set to beat Kutsuid right now. 3-0 in the middle of the 5th. Of course, a lot of these scores can change, but if every single one holds, Bourne can go 3 consecutive games without winning and still hold the #1 spot in the West.
Tells you a lot about the West.
It does. The 2nd team in the West last year would not have made the playoffs in the East. Bourne just barely would have. Would have been the 4th team in. Ahead of only the YD Red Sox. And of course, that being the final game of the regular season last year made the difference for home field advantage in the Cape League Championship. Here's Keel. Before that, a check on first. A lot of productivity by this Brewster Whitecaps order right now. Before the 5th inning, they haven't brought more than 4 to the plate in the minimum 3 times. Since then, a little bit more productivity.
So much of that goes to Brendan Bennett, who was phenomenal in his 2nd start as a Brave. But again, you've talked about it. Bullpens are so important. That's why this game is still very much in reach for Bourne. With how a little bit of shaky production we saw last inning for the Brewster bullpen.
Things got a little bit scary. Likely a new arm to come in bottom 7. Another look at first. Musso, a nice move. Can't get him. Crowd's still quite what it used to be at the start of this game. It's died down just a touch. And with the count 1-1, Musso trying to continue good work. Runner goes, a called strike to throw at second strong. And man, what a throw there by Estep. Doesn't even leave his squat and nails the runner in Abernathy.
And a really nice tag by Ellis.
Almost a great swim move there by Abernathy toward the outfield.
It's hard on those one-hoppers sometimes to not only track down and find the ball, but react in time to be able to slap the tag, and that was executed perfectly.
Still a chance to see the minimum here in the 7th. 2-2 the count now after Musso spikes a pitch. Those final lines for both the starter and first reliever for the Braves. It's Bennett 4 2/3, 2 hits, no runs with no walks and 4 Ks. Excellent, Kasey. With Shannon 1 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned with 3 walks and 3 Ks. The 2-2 from Musso. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Musso picks up his first strikeout of the evening. This is his first inning of work. And again, had 2 strikeouts last time, or rather 3 last time against Hyannis. Cash Strayer, designated hitter, takes a first pitch strike. And defensively, again, Bourne very solid. Just not stringing hits together in the same inning. Today, Bourne might be behind, and this time they are not out hitting their opponent. Soft liner, left field, opposite field line drive into the glove of Kasey. It's not too bad of a one right there for the Bourne Braves. Good debut inning in this one for Austin Musso. The Bourne Braves right now down by 3 as we take things to the middle of the 7th inning here at Doran Park. Get up and stretch. The Braves offense with 9 outs to work with, looking to do some damage. We'll be right back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
One of the biggest innings of the game coming up here for the Bourne Braves. They've been scoreless and shut out through 6 innings. They start with Kasey at the leadoff spot here in the 7th, hoping to get something going, Kasey. It's been nothing when it comes to the capitalization of combining hits. That's the real story of the season right now for the Braves offense.
Yeah, back-to-back days where the offense has been frustrating. But yesterday, at least, you have 8 hits if you're the Braves. Only 3 so far, and one of them off a bunt.
Up and inside for the first one here. The Braves right now with a record of 3-2-2. In both of their losses, they have out-hit their opponents. Today, not looking like that yet unless something changes. Kasey takes the next one for a ball. And still on the mound is Skylar Sanford. They had some action in the bullpen going early. Sanford got himself into trouble, but Jamie Shevchuk trusts him in this spot. Bottom 7, and Sefcik skies one back, just out of our reach. Really hoping to get one of them these days. I got the glove ready to go.
Everyone wants a souvenir, but I think you, more than anybody,
I really want.
Prepared.
I'm ready. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's Cal Sefcik, a chance to start something in the 7th. Takes it low. He's been impressive with his plate discipline beyond just what he's been able to do with the bat. A little bit of a down summer, you could say, compared to the impact he gave to the Braves last year. But, you know, you look at a 176 batting average, 553 OPS, and he has no extra base hits.
Yeah, he needed the hit today that he had back in the 2nd. Guy that wants to rise up the order, wants to get some valuable reps, knows his team well, knows Landers.
3-2. He skies one, shallow infield. Second baseman in Peck makes the catch.
And the Braves have just been under the baseball so much. They've only been retired on 1 ground out all game, and that came last inning on the fielder's choice.
There's only 2 Bourne Braves players who have gotten on base multiple times. Bryce Estep here has yet to see first base. And escapes danger with that first one. The crowd not really into it this evening, despite the high volume of attendance. Estep again, making it easy for Peck. Another one.
Yeah, just under it. I mean, this is almost a kind of unheard of scenario for the Braves. Just not even driving the ball in the ground. If you're a manager, and in this case Jamie Shevchuk, you're probably grinning with how the pitching is done today. You'd rather have more guys get under it than roll it over and potentially lead to a defensive mistake.
Ellis looking for a gap, can't get it. Lascasi across, another out. And Bourne bring the minimum to the plate here in the 7th inning. Still scoreless. Brewster looking for a shutout. The Braves haven't been shut out this season, maybe a chance. I retire play-by-play duties in this one and hand them over to Kasey Kazliner for the final 2 here at Doran Park on the other side of this break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
3-0 Brewster as we begin action in the top of the 8th. Austin Musso still out for the Braves, facing off against Jacob Lee to start things. Righty pitcher against the righty hitter. Lee waits. He's 1 for 3. First out for him. Lee takes high on the fastball 1-0. His bat matches his uniform, a teal barrel. Looking real nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It's almost so satisfying to see the perfect color matching, Kasey.
1-0 count on Jacob Lee, who's played really good defense behind home plate. The pitch, high and away fastball. Hitters count at 2-0.
Although the baby blue gloves throw me off just a touch.
Brewster wears navy blue jerseys, teal hats. The 2-0 as Lee fouls it high up in the air the other way, out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lee was a big part of the big 3-run inning for Brewster. Drove in a run on a single, also scored. The 2-1 pitch, Lee takes outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. That inning has been the difference so far, Devon, and Bourne could not play defense in the 6th, leading to the Braves falling behind.
They could not. It was big mistakes compounded upon each other. Pass balls, wild pitches, defensive plays that should have been made.
3-1 for Musso. Lee hits it high up in the air, straight away left field. Sefcik back, and it's over his head, off his glove. It gets off the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double for Jacob Lee. As Cal Sefcik thought he had it, it went over his head. He tipped it with his glove, and that's the second hit of the game for Jacob Lee.
And that's just a bad initial read there by Cal Sefcik. Doesn't move back fast enough, pays the price. Tried to time up his run so he would catch it in stride. Instead, it just stays in the air a little bit longer than he expected. Likely a lot of backspin on that ball to keep it in the air so long. And Sefcik can't get it.
Only the first extra base hit of the ball game for Brewster. As that brings up Jamie Laskowski. He had a bunt single in the 6th. He was able to score as well. He's 1 for 3 as he digs out of the left side against Musso, who's now in the stretch. Bourne trying to keep this a 3-run game. The pitch to the lefty hitter, a high and away fastball, 1-0.
And not an error either. Still ruled a hit.
The lack of defense today, despite no errors, has been the difference in many ways. Bourne struggling with its infield defense earlier. The 1-0. Laskowski hits it the other way, just foul. On the ground, just to the left of the third base back. So Laskowski, even at 1-1. Former William and Mary player is now going to go to North Carolina, one of the best programs in the country. One count on him. Musso on the third base side of the rubber. He looks at second, now fires home as Laskowski takes inside 2-1. And Devon, it's too often we're seeing Braves pitchers get behind in counts.
It is. The free pass has been troubling for this team time after time. I've only thrown 3 walks so far. Or excuse me, 5.
Musso's 2-1. Laskowski takes an outside fastball just off the plate. It's 3-1. Braves pitching started out real well. Brendan Bennett went 4 2/3, only giving up 2 hits, no earned runs. He struck out 4. Shannon didn't do too poorly considering the defense, but only 3 walks thrown as well. The 3-1 is Laskowski takes a changeup at the knees for a strike, and the count goes full with nobody out. A man at second for the Whitecaps in the top of the 8th inning. A 3-0 ball game in favor of Brewster.
Doing their best to work back into counts as well is big. Musso's a very solid arm. We saw him pitch well last time against Dianis.
The payoff pitch. Laskowski takes inside on the slider, and it's back-to-back base runners to start the top of the 8th for Brewster. Lee at second, Laskowski goes to first, and that's only the 4th walk thrown by a Braves pitcher, but again, they're starting to add up a little bit.
Yeah, it's also just the self-inflicted mistakes. Like, there shouldn't be a runner on second base right now with a better catch from Cal Sefcik. If Lee Ellis doesn't make that mistake at shortstop and lets it eat him up, maybe we see something different 2 innings ago when we saw Brewster play 3. Pass balls, wild pitches, errors that aren't officially errors, but definitely ones that Bourne didn't play their best on, combined to just a frustrating day.
See Scott Landers come out to talk to the infield. No call to the bullpen yet. They might be given an arm a couple of extra warm-up pitches. But it looks like they're going to keep Musso in the game for now. Runners at first and second, nobody out in the top of the 8th. 3-0 Brewster, with the Whitecaps threatening.
Offensive for Brewster.
Adam Buchkowski warming up right now in the Bourne bullpen, as we'll see Brady DeLamelier dig out to the right side. Infield in for Bourne, looking to turn 2. Righty on righty matchup. Musso will look at second. Now he fires home. DeLamelier takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike on him. DeLamelier so far today has been a pretty big part for Brewster. 2 for 3, 2 singles. He struck out. Had a hit in that big 6th inning as he shows bunt. Here's the 0-1 pitch. DeLamelier gets it down the third base side. Picked up by Caraway. Will charge, throw toward first, and it is in time. A good catch by Costello, the first baseman. And so that's the first out of the top of the 8th.
Really strong play to haul it in there at first base. Still allow the runners to advance in the same way yesterday we saw this Brewster team work through small ball to try and find runs. You might as well do it here. Add some insurance onto the 3-run lead you have, and you can certainly look for Harvey to put a ball into the outfield and potentially see a sac fly. He's a big hitter.
Here's Dane Harvey. Runners at second and third. 1 out. First pitch to the lefty hitter. Inside, 1-0. Harvey so far today, 0 for 2. He walked and drove in a run with the bases loaded in the 6th. A single could potentially put this game out of reach. Lee at third, Laskoski at second. The 1-0 pitch. Harvey swings and misses through a low slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. Only 1 out for Brewster, Devon, and it's where Bourne cannot make any mistakes.
You can't. Have had too many already.
Hitters count the 2-0. Harvey cracks it high up in the air, right center field. Bolton ranges back. He will look up and make the catch just before the warning track. Both runners tagging. Lee comes in to score. Laskoski into third. And there's your sac fly, Devon. It's now a 4-0 ball game with 2 gone in the top of the 8th inning.
You could have predicted that before it even happened. Just with the type of player that Dane Harvey is, he is mostly a boomer bust guy. And that boom, even if it doesn't go over the wall, can still bring in a run as it did there.
Big insurance run for Brewster.
Huge.
With maybe more brewing. Laskoski at third. 2 gone for Jake Lambden. He's 1 for 3. Singled in the 5th. First offer into the righty hitter as he shows bunt. Tries to pull it back, and it's called a strike. 0-1. Musso trying to get out of this inning, only giving up 1. Looking ahead to next inning, the Braves will have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 8th. But only 3 hits so far for the Bravos and 7 for the Caps. The 0-1. Lambden takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Musso looks at his armband, now toes the third base side of the rubber, looks over at third, now home. The 1-1. Lambden hits it high up in the air, shallow left center field. Bolton chasing well. He will make the cap high catch in left center while losing his hat, and the side is retired. Brewster adds on 1 more after a leadoff double and some small ball. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order, due up for the Braves when we come back on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Braves with some work to do as we begin the bottom of the 8th inning. Jordan Rogulski, the new arm out there for Brewster, the right-hander out of Duke. Devon trying to potentially get a opportunity to shut down the Braves. It'll be the top of the Bourne order due up.
If there's anything the Bourne Braves should like about Rogulski coming into the game is in the very limited 1/3 of an inning pitched that Rogulski has, he has tallied up an ERA of 108. Of course, a very small sample size. But he did not throw his best. A wild pitch faced 5 batters, and in that just 1/3 of an inning pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs. If that happens here, the Bourne Braves can tie the game. Just need something similar. And for their luck, they have the top of the order coming up, Kasey.
Opportunity for a bounce back for Rogulski. The righty will face the top of the order, like you said. It'll be Stutzer, Rigdon, and Bolton. Stutzer digs out on the right side. He's 0 for 2. He walked and stole a base back in the first, but it was also Cade and popped out. Righty on righty matchup as Rogulski stares in. This blue glove, he fires home. Stutzer takes a fastball right down the middle, 0-1.
Rogulski in 14.4 ERA at Duke this past year as a 19-year-old freshman. Just pitched a total of 15 innings.
He stares in hard, the 0-1. Stutzer takes low on the fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. John Stutzer struck out in the 3rd inning. That was his 10th strikeout of the season. He's only hitting 130 right now. He is in need of something right here. Braves with 6 outs to work with, down by 4. The 1-1 pitch. Stutzer pops it high up in the air, shallow right center field. Abernathy, the center fielder, looks up into the lights, makes a cap-high catch on the run for the first out of the bottom of the 8th.
And you were saying it earlier, Bourne just getting 2 under the baseball tonight. That's not the worst contact in the world, but when you get that far under it, there's no shot of you finding your way to first base. The Braves, too many times today, have fallen by way of the fly-out or pop-out.
Only been retired on groundouts twice, as that brings up Rustin Rigdon, switch hitter hitting lefty against the righty.
10 outs so far by way of flyout or pop out.
First pitch to Rigdon, in there for a strike on the fastball, 0-1. And that's been the consistent thing for Brewster pitchers. Done a phenomenal job so far, as Bourne has struck out 6 times. No runs yet and only 3 hits. The 0-1 pitch. Rigdon swings and misses. He's quickly down 0-2. He's already struck out twice today, 0 for 3 overall. Rigdon making his first start since the Falmouth game. Wants to inject himself into the order with some dominance. The 0-2, Rigdon hits a high chopper on the ground over to second. Peck backs up, catches it, throws to first in time for the second out of the bottom of the 8th inning. So that's now 6 in a row retired by Whitecaps pitchers, and with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, that brings up Matt Bolton. He singled back in the 4th off a bunt. He also stole a base. He's 1 for 2, also walked in the 6th. He digs out of the left side against the righty. Base is empty, 2 gone, 4-0 Whitecaps. Rogulski fires as Bolton fouls it right side on the ground.
In both of these last 2 outs as well, coming too early in the at-bat. Bourne has to be a little bit more patient with the pitches that they're seeing fight off. Bolton, a player who has done that. You could argue one of the 2 most productive bats in the lineup today, alongside Costello with a double earlier. But you have to see more pitches later in at-bats.
0-1 coming as he waits. Rogulski fires. Bolton takes inside on the fastball, 1-1. You mentioned it. The single that Bolton had back in the 4th was his first hit in 4 games after his dazzling debut a week ago today, in which he tripled and singled twice here at Dorn Park. It was a loss for the Bravos against the Mariners, but still a big debut for number 28. The 1-1. Bolton swing and a miss on an outside fastball. Count quickly at 1-2. The Braves have gone down 1-2-3 already 3 times today. Rogolski trying to make it 4. He comes set on the third base side of the rubber. Now he fires home as Bolton takes just inside on the fastball. Competitive pitch, but the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th, Brewster will have 8-9-1 due up. It'll be Peck, Abernathy, and Keel as the Braves look to keep this game somewhat close. It's a 4-run game right now. The 2-2. Bolton cracks it straight to second. That's over the head of the second baseman Peck. A liner into right field for a base hit. 2-hit game for Matt Bolton and a 2-out base runner for the Bravos in the bottom of the 8th.
Of any silver lining you could have today, it's certainly Matt Bolton. On base 3 times, no other Brave has been able to do that. But now you just got to string something together. Of course, we've seen in history, this might not be the most opportune time for Rogolski in what could get out of hand if the Braves can string some hits together.
Here's Luke Costello with the man at first and 2 out. First pitch to the righty hitter. Swing and a miss on the fastball, 0-1. Costello had the Braves' only extra base hit in the 6th inning, a double. Also flied out twice to left. Nearly had a home run back in the 4th inning. Rogolski comes home, the 0-1. Costello lifts it to straightaway left field. That's going to fall for a base hit and rattle all the way into the corner. They're waving around Bolton from third. Finally dug out by Keel. The throw home is not in time. RBI double for Luke Costello. Bravos are on the board. It's 4-1.
Excellent work there by Luke Costello, his 2nd extra base hit of the game. No Brave has done that to this point in the season. And this time it's not an automatic double, Kasey, so he can bring in Bolton with the swing.
Doing his best Andrew Costello impression.
I mean, how many times do you think he would have thought that being said about him throughout his career? Andrew Costello saying a couple days ago he's learned everything from his older brother.
Andrew not in the lineup today, and that'll bring up Derek Pitts with the Braves down 3 and a man at second, 2 gone. Pitts walked twice. He's 0 for 1. Righty on righty matchup. Rogolski comes home. Pitts takes a strike. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. So that was the first run for the Braves since the 5th inning of last night's game. Rogolski looks at second. Out of the stretch. He comes home. The 0-1 is Pitts, lifts it high in the air, shallow right field. Delamalier will watch it drop for a base hit, and it gets by him. Here comes Costello. He scores. Pitts to second. And the Braves' 2-out rally continues. It's 4-2.
Not sure why, but the Braves seem to find these moments consecutively when things turn right. Back-to-back doubles, huge for the Braves, and we've got a ball game where we were sitting there with 4 outs to go and no life at all. The crowd has come alive, and the bats too.
So we got an interesting one in Bourne. 4-2 game with Pitts at second and Caraway at the dish. Nobody warming up right now for the Whitecaps either. Righty on righty matchup. Rogolski stares in at Caraway with Pitts at second, who has speed. The first pitch, Caraway takes an inside corner strike on the fastball, 0-1.
You like the damage that you've done here, but don't be complacent with it. Ride this hot streak into trying to tie the game or at least bring it to 1 run for the 9th.
Caraway's had a frustrating day, 0 for 3, including a lineout that turned into a double play. The 0-1, Caraway chops it slowly, foul up the third base line.
And Kasey, he's not been a player to see himself in 0 for 3 days. He's been so solid this season, and maybe the most trustworthy bat in the lineup to just find a single at least sometime during the 9 innings.
Meanwhile, Rogolski has him in an 0-2 count. Pitts at second, Sefcik on deck. Braves have been gritty. The last time they played at home against Falmouth, similar situation. We're down 3-0 late. Rallied back in the 9th. This time the rally coming in the 8th. That was a tie against Falmouth last time at Dorn Park. A look at second for Rogolski. Now he looks home. The 0-2. Caraway takes high. A waste pitch. Fastball goes out of the zone. It's 1-2.
And Rogolski is in a tough spot right now. Action starting in the bullpen for Brewster. Trent Caraway's main objective here, not only get on base, but also see as many pitches from Rogolski as possible.
Comes set at the belt. Roxon deals the 1-2. Caraway takes just low on the changeup. A good take to make the count 2-2. Pitts at second, 4-2 Whitecaps in crunch time. Bottom of the 8th inning. Braves with 4 outs left to tie this game. Down by 2. We're once down 4. The 2-2 pitch. Caraway chops it on the ground over to third. Coming in, Laskowski. He will tag the runner Pitts. Pitts is saying he didn't touch him as he stays at third. But that's a smart play by Laskowski. And that will retire the side. Wonder if we see Scott Landers come out of the dugout here.
Doesn't look like he is. Maybe I spoke too soon. Just a little bit of a walkout. Typically, if he disagrees with the call majorly, he walks out all the way to the infield. And he maybe is making a trip to Brendan Murphy, the third base umpire.
So 5 unassisted is the call. We'll be back in just a moment as we go to the top of the 9th inning. 4-2 Whitecaps up to the Braves steal 2 and cut the deficit in half here at Dorn Park.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Time for the top of the 9th inning at Dorn Park. 4-2 Whitecaps. New pitcher Devon, Adam Buczkowski, who makes his second appearance this season as a Brave.
Should be interesting to see Buczkowski in this situation. He now probably steps in a role that he didn't expect. A close game, just at 2 runs, and with the Braves offense heating up, he has a job to do. Keep it close to see if the Braves can tie it, push it to extras, or walk it off in the 9th.
First batter will be Alexander Peck, who's 0 for 2, including a walk. He digs out of the right side against the righty side armor, Adam Buczkowski. Braves looking to keep this deficit at 2 after scoring 2 last half inning. Buczkowski fires. Peck takes a fastball inside corner for a strike, 0-1.
Third appearance on the season for Buczkowski. Most recently pitched 2 innings on Friday, just 2 days ago, where he looked very solid. No hits, no runs, a walk in 4 Ks.
He's out of the windup on the third base side. The 0-1. Peck swings and misses on a sweeper outside. Quickly 0-2.
We saw him work exceptionally effective against right-handed batters. A sidearm release that just comes way too far across the mound to home plate path for these righty batters to really settle in against him.
Buczkowski's 0-2. Peck takes inside, nearly hit him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Whitecaps added 1 last inning, but find themselves needing insurance once more. Only up by 2, leading in hits 7-6. The 1-2 pitch. Peck lines it foul straight back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes still on Alexander Peck.
And something great about Adam Buczkowski is not only does he have such a unique release, but I guess other than this specific pitch, he works very fast between pitches, not giving the batters much time to adjust.
He jerks his body quickly. The 1-2 as Peck lines it very high and foul over the screen on the right side, 1-2. It'll be Peck, then Abernathy, and Keel. Whitecaps looking to make it a 5-3 record. The 1-2. Peck swings and misses at a low and outside slider. First strikeout for Buczkowski, and there's one gone in the top of the ninth.
And this is the weaker part of the order, you could say, if you could choose one from the Whitecaps. This, both bottom and top. The heart of the order has been phenomenal for Brewster, where they scored all their runs and got all of their RBI.
All but one Whitecap has struck out so far. Laskowski is the only one that hasn't. Here comes Abernathy, digs out of the left side against the righty Buczkowski with one gone and the bases empty in the top of the ninth. The pitch, Abernathy shows bunt, pulls it back. It's called the ball outside, 1-0. Abernathy so far 1 for 3. He was caught stealing after singling in the 7th. He also grounded out and struck out. 1-0 count on him. Buczkowski waits, now delivers the pitch. As Abernathy lines it to straightaway right field. Pitts comes in, makes the catch at his belt loop, and that's the second out of the top of the ninth.
And for a moment there, Abernathy with a great chance to put down a drag bunt. Did try to do so and pulled it back, especially with the sidearm release. It's exactly what you want up the third base line. Couldn't get it out fast enough, and great adjustment by Buczkowski on the mound to throw one just a little bit more inside and influence that ball out to right field.
2 gone and the base is empty. That brings up Terrence Keel. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to the righty. Fastball outside corner called to strike. No balls and 1 strike to Keel, who was hit by a pitch in the first. He walked and scored in the 6th. He's been on base twice. Yet to tally a hit. The 0-1 pitch. Keel swings and misses. Fooled on the breaking ball outside. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Terrence Keel, who wants to extend at least the offensive opportunities for Brewster with 2 gone at the top of the ninth. The 1-2. Keel takes inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Can't let that happen if you're Buczkowski. You've got to get the offense back out there as fast as possible. Don't let much time at all rest between what the Braves did in the bottom of the 8th and what we're seeing here.
He's only thrown 11 pitches so far. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Keel. The 1-2. Keel rips it straight away to third, and that's past the glove of Caraway for a base hit in the left. It's a 2-out base runner for the Whitecaps. The first hit of the game for Keel and the 8th of the game for Brewster.
Just a little bit of a late reaction there from Shent Caraway, who looked like a statue for a moment. Then by the time he tried to make his move, was too late. That's a huge hit by Keel just to get something going here for Brewster. Interrupt any momentum you can think of on the side of the Braves. And all it takes is 1 hit to try and start something.
An even keeled approach for Terrence as that brings up Cash Strader. He's 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and a fly out as he digs out of the left side with Buczkowski now out of the stretch. Runner would go. The first pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Keel made a lunge towards second, thought he was going to go, but he ranged back to first.
Smart by Keel just to kind of feel out where the defense is. Throw off by Bryce Estep, maybe influence a wild pitch, passed ball, and then manufacture a runner on second base.
The 0-1 pitch. Cash Strayer takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cash would hate to stray Keel over at first. As Brewster looks to continue driving up the pitch count of Buczkowski, who's been largely efficient here in the 9th. Throw over to first, nearly into the dugout, but good range from Costello to save it as Keel is safe. One incoming from Buczkowski on the third base side of the rubber. He looks home. He fires, runner goes as this one's lifted very high and foul. right side, and the runner will retreat back to first.
Got to be careful right there. Could have been a perfectly executed hit and run. Just way out in front of it was Strayer. And again, that right field corner for the Bourne Braves, a lot like Fenway Park, just about an hour and 15 minutes from here. Pesky pole, 300 feet.
The 1-2 pitch, runner goes again. Strayer swings and misses, and that'll retire the side. So Buczkowski faces 4, and it's rally time here at Doran Park. Braves down by 2, 4-2 in favor of the Whitecaps on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network. We go to the bottom of the ninth.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Braves looking to find their paradise city here at Doran Park. Bottom of the ninth incoming. It's 4-2 in favor of the Whitecaps. It'll be 7-8-9 due up against the new pitcher, Joshua Reitner.
Reitner should be an interesting one here. You make way for an arm that you didn't feel really confident about in Rogolski, but the Braves just need to continue to do what they did in the bottom of the eighth. It came on just a 2-out rally. If you can start motion early, it may be a lot easier for you to do so. Braves were down by 1 in the ninth inning against Katuitt on Friday. Down by 2 here, a real chance to replicate something similar. And on top of it, they were just a simple mistake away from bringing in a second run in that ninth inning to win the game.
Little deja vu for the Braves fans that remember 2 games ago when Falmouth Commodores came to town and the Braves rallied back from a 3-run deficit in the ninth to tie the game. Here's Cal Sefcik. He's up against the right-hander Reitner. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. Sefcik 1 for 3. Singled, he flied out, he popped out. 3 outs to work with for the Braves, who are down by 2. Reitner stares in, winds and deals. First pitch, Sefcik fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. It is a save opportunity for Reitner, who had 7 saves this past season at Florida. So he's used to these late inning opportunities. 0-1 pitch to Sefcik as he takes inside on the fastball, turns out of the way. It's 1-1.
We've seen him twice so far this season for the Brewster Whitecaps. 1 1/3 innings against the Orleans Firebirds. 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, with no walks and a strikeout.
Sefcik waits the pitch as he takes inside again on the fastball, 2-1.
His other one 3 days ago against Hyannis at home. He was a lot stronger in this one. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, with no walks and no strikeouts.
Braves looking for base runners in any way they can. The 2-1 pitch, Sefcik takes high and inside as Sefcik continues to wait on the fastball. It's 3-1. On Sefcik. Not in a hurry to swing the bat. Would take a walk here. The pitch, and that one plunks him on the backside. Turns out of the way on the belt loop. It comes in below his number 31, and he'll go to first, and he represents, or rather, the man coming up in Bryce Eastep represents the game-tying run.
The best thing about Cal Sefcik getting hit is he is a muscly man, so Probably doesn't hurt as much with a lot of protection. And he is a fast guy, too. He can make something go in the base paths very much. Leads the Bourne Braves right now in stolen bases with 4.
They would love to move him to prevent any sort of double play chance for the Whitecaps. Here's Bryce Eastep. He's had a frustrating day, 0 for 3. 2 pump outs and a fly out for the catcher.
Yeah, so the bright side there, he hasn't put really anything on the ground thus far if you want to avoid that double play.
Righty on righty matchup. Ryder looks in. He fires a fastball low, 1-1.
Going to have to step up here. This is going to be his 5th plate appearance in a Bourne Braves uniform.
Has yet to tally a hit as a member of the Bravos.
Long lineage of Coastal Carolina catchers representing this uniform in these summers in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
The 1-0. Eastep fouls it straight back. Off a fastball in on the hands, and the count goes to 1-1.
Caden Bodine most recently. He was the best catcher in college baseball last year.
Andrew Costello on deck for the Braves. Pinch hitting for Lee Ellis. So that could be a huge development for the Braves, if Eastep can get on especially. The 1-1. Eastep takes inside, and that hit him. Back-to-back hit batters by Joshua Reitner. And the Braves put the winning run at the plate, and it's Andrew Costello pinch hitting for Lee Ellis.
Is there anybody you would rather have here? I don't think so. Through 7 games, Andrew Costello has been the #1 bat on the Bourne Braves. Leads the team in OPS batting average, has a home run already, is just incredible of a talent so soon. Slugging at .692 in his limited time here this summer.
Leads the team with 12 hits through 7 games, as Blake Schaff will pinch run at first for Bryce Eastep.
2 fast runners on the base paths now. If you find a gap for Costello, you could score 2 and tie this game.
Righty on righty matchup. The first pitch to Costello, and that one hits him. A fastball that runs in. 3 straight hit batters by Reitner. And now the Braves have the tying runs in scoring position. Nobody out and the bases loaded.
Unbelievable. When do you ever see this? You can see mistakes. Leave pitches hanging, allow runners on through hits or walks, but 3 consecutive hit batters. And Righthouse has got to be beating himself up.
And that turns the lineup over. Stutzer will hit after a meeting on the mound. It's Costello at first base, Schaff at second, and Sefcik at third. Braves down by 2, nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning. 4-2 game in favor of the Whitecaps. Braves offense starting to come alive without even swinging the bat. Jordan Martin is warming up right now, the righty for Brewster. Still a meeting on the mound between Jamie Shevchuk and the rest of the infielders, plus the catcher.
And Jake Brichter there, too, trying to break this up. This is not a meeting to try and bring in a new pitcher. He's trying to both stall to maybe bring in a new arm, but also give a little bit of a breather for his arm in Reitner. A very, very serious moment, and what a moment here for John Stutzer, a guy who has struggled so far this season. He can make up for any thoughts about him not performing thus far in the Cape with 1 swing of the bat right here.
Righty on righty matchup with the bases loaded. Reitner looks in at Stutzer. The first pitch, Stutzer takes high and tight on the fastball.
And high and tight missed by inches again from hitting him.
You would take a walk here, would put you only down 1. Braves will take any sort of offense they can get. The 1-0. Stutzer takes outside. Hitters counted 2-0. Stutzer, a walk in the first, struck out in the third, a pop out, and a fly out on his line. 2-0 count on him. Righty on righty. Reitner fires home. Stutzer swing and a miss, and a low fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike, and that's a huge pitch for Reitner.
It certainly is. You've got to keep pitches in the bottom of the zone here if you are Reitner. You can't allow anything in the air, both for the threat of a sacrifice fly. Braves can have 2 sacrifice flies and tie this game.
The 2-1. Stutzer takes a fastball right at the knees for a strike. Count even at 2-2.
Also, you keep the ball low, higher influence on the double play, higher chance you can throw the runner out at home. Big chance here for Stutzer.
Bases juice, the 2-2. Stutzer lifts it high and foul. Out of play on the right side. 2-2 remains on Stutzer. Was Sefcik at third, Schaff at second. He was a pinch runner moments ago for Estep. And Andrew Costello at first base. He was a pinch hitter just a while ago for Lee Ellis. All three hit by a pitch. 2-2 on Stutzer. Reitner fires. Stutzer takes high for ball 3 on the fastball, and we have a full count with the bases loaded for John Stutzer.
Biggest pitch of the game right here for Stutzer. He has really struggled with the swing and miss on the inside fastball. That's where I'm going if I'm Reitner.
Both tying runs in scoring position. The payoff pitch. Stutzer swing and a miss. Outside corner breaking ball got him, and that's the second strikeout for Stutzer and a huge out number 1 for Reitner.
You need that just to settle the nerves as well. And especially for Jamie Shevchuk now, you trust your guy in a position like this. Rustin Rigdon also has struggled, who is the new batter for the Bourne Braves. Behind him, though, Matt Bolton, who's been the best bat in the lineup.
Rustin Rigdon digs in, switch hitter, hitting lefty. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, a flyout, and a ground out. The bases loaded down 2. Only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Rigdon takes outside on the fastball, 1-0.
Something we talked about earlier in this game was seeing longer into at-bats. Good job by Stutzer to do so there. Rigdon has to do the same. You'll take the walk.
Rigdon ahead 1-0. Reitner deals home as he lifts it high and foul left side out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. A gapper could potentially win this game for the Braves. A base hit to the outfield could tie it. The 1-1. Rigdon takes high and away on the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Michael Torres is out in right field now for the Whitecaps. Rather center. The 2-1 pitch. Rigdon takes high and away on the fastball. 3-1.
And then Abernathy switched to right, it seems. So Torres comes in replace of Delamalier, will bat 5th as well.
So a few defensive changes for the Whitecaps. 3-1 pitch. Rigdon fouls it straight back off the catcher lead of the screen, and we have a second straight full count with the bases loaded.
This is also buying more time for an arm out there in right field to get warm for Brewster.
Only 1 out still. The payoff pitch. Rigdon lifts it high up in the air, straightaway center field. Torres backs up. He will make a head-high catch. Both runners tagging in scoring position. The throw into third is not in time, and Sefcik comes in to score. So the tying run 90 feet away as it's now a 4-3 ball game after the sacrifice fly for Rigdon.
Very productive at that right there from Rustin Rigdon, and credit to Jamie Lascasi, the third baseman, who on the throw by Torres in center field made a great block. If that ball got past, we're in a tie game right now. Crucial stop by Lascasi.
Bourne's last chance is Matt Bolton. Runners on the corner, Schaff at third, Costello at first. Lefty hitter against the righty, Reitner. Bolton has been on base 3 times. A walk and 2 singles. The first pitch as Bolton hits it high up in the air. Straightaway right field. Abernathy backs up. He waves off everyone else. He will make the catch in right center, and that's the ball game. A scare for the Whitecaps in the 9th, but they hold on. 4-3 our final as Joshua Reitner earns the save. Braves had opportunities late, score 3 unanswered runs, but Devon lose 4-3.
This is a frustrating one for sure, because in probably the 5th consecutive game, you see the Bourne Braves come alive offensively far too late for their own good, and it hurts them. You know, you see games close early, and you're happy that the Bourne Braves could maybe find something later in games. That was not the case today. Again, 0 runs for the first 7 innings, nearly unacceptable. There's got to be something that clicks for this offense soon. Now it's sitting at a 500 record.
So, the winning pitcher is going to be Skylar Sanford. The loser is Brandon Shannon for Bourne, and the save goes to Joshua Reitner in a 4-3 game in favor of the Whitecaps. Back-to-back losses for the first time this season for the Bravos, and they dropped to a record of 3-3-2. Whitecaps now at 5-3, right up there at the top of the Eastern Division. A reminder, this broadcast is copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Stick around while our very own sideline reporter Kaydence Kilhof join us just a moment for a post-game interview. But Devon, once again, it's frustrating when you're right there and the comeback was just inches away.
It was very close. The Bourne Braves have been very solid defensively, and it comes again today in, just one bad inning that makes it a little bit of a struggle, kind of what we saw yesterday as well. And a lot of frustration over this past week of baseball for Bourne. 3-3-2, or rather 2-3-2 over the past week of games.
Looking around the Cape League, still got a few games going on, but YD, you mentioned it earlier, Devon, crushed Harwich 10-3. Chatham up to a record of 4-4 after a 9-1 win on the road against Hyannis. Wareham up 8-5 over Falmouth, so they'll likely move to a record of 3-5. And Orleans soon to knock off Katuitt, up 4-1 in Orleans against the Kettleers.
Another game where the Braves do not win, and another day where the Braves will end still as the number one team in the West. East is good this year, as it kind of has been.
That's
always.
barring comebacks.
Yes.
And it looks like we'll have Luke Costello join us in a moment with Kaydence Kilhof. Final lines, Brewster, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Bourne with 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And once again, the issue for the Braves is the men left on base. Left 9 on base, went 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Matt Bolton with a good bounce-back game, but just not enough. Stick with us. We'll have Luke Costello join us. He had a good game, Devon.
He certainly did. 2 doubles. And really invigorated Bourne back in that 2-run 8th. Again, things to take away from this game where you're like, wow, very solid, but this one, not as much with a loss.
We'll send it over to Kaydence Kilhof, who's with Luke Costello.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Luke Costello, an infielder from Wake Forest. Luke, despite the loss, you sparked something there in the 8th inning. Walk me through the at-bat to put Bourne on the board for the first time today.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of great pitchers with a lot of great stuff. It was a lot of fastballs all day just because they have outlier heaters. So, I was just kind of sitting on a fastball, kind of selling out for it, and I got it. It was down the middle, so I just put a good swing on it. Matt Bolton did the rest. He had a great at-bat before me, so I mean, I think at the end of the day, all we have to do is kind of string at-bats together. I think we look great. Our pitching has been great. But once we start stringing the bats together, we should be in a really good spot.
This is Bourne's 2nd loss in a row. What's been your guys' biggest struggle this past week?
Like I said, I think it's just being able to hit. Timely hitting is the biggest thing for us right now. I think it's just we get hits, a couple hits in every inning, but it's once we can, string a hit, a walk, another hit, and get going and have one big inning a game, I think we'll be in a good spot. Like I said, I think our bats are fine. There's a lot of good pitchers on the Cape, obviously, but I think we're starting to see it a lot better, honestly, even despite the 2 losses the last 2 games. But I think we're in a good spot. I think we should be okay in the future.
And before you guys get going, you get off that time to rest and recover for Tuesdays.
Yeah, I mean, I use it for rest and recovery for sure, but I like to have a good beach, maybe go golf a little bit. It's good to take your mind off baseball. Probably hit the links, golf a little bit, and then maybe hit the beach, something like that.
Any jet ski riding with John Stutzer?
Yeah, last time, definitely. It was good. It was fun. I rode jet skis at home. It's all good. Hopefully it's calmer tomorrow.
All right, well, thanks, Luke.
Thanks, guys.
We take you upstairs here at Doran Park as the Braves fall 4-3. And Devon, once again, pitching for the second consecutive game did well, only giving up 4 runs against YD yesterday, only giving up 4 against Brewster, but 2 losses.
Certainly a lot to take away from, especially the start of Brendan Bennett, who looked fantastic today. But overall, again, the offense not there. It's good to see from Luke Costello, though, that they feel good about their at-bats, and even through the losses going forward, there is something to be looking forward to. Back to Brendan Bennett, though, an amazing start for a guy that only threw just over 20 innings in his collegiate career or season in 2026, a guy who could be here for a long time and make a big impact.
And he only threw 3 innings in his first start a week ago. But again, the Braves missed out on opportunities. 9 men left on base, hit under the Mendoza line with runners in scoring position, and once again only put up 3 runs.
Yeah, you need to be just a little bit more aggressive at the plate. You need to understand the situation. I think resorting to small ball, like we saw them do in Game 1 against Chatham, might be a little bit more of a resort that they could go to. You saw that with the bunt by Bolton back in the 4th or 5th inning. That was something that you like to see, but again, you make too many mistakes overall defensively, specifically in that 6th inning, for things to turn out the way they did. You look back on these last 2 games as certainly avoidable losses in the grand scheme of things, despite still exiting with a couple highlights.
A 1-2-1 record now at Dorn Park as the Braves take an off day tomorrow before heading east to play the Chatham Anglers at Veterans Field. For our producer, Chase Maceiko, my great partner and friend, Devon Jarvis, our sideline reporter, Kaydence Kilhof, I'm Kasey Kazliner. Thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 days in Chatham. Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chase.